Yo, did you see that game, bro? That shit was epic. I ain't gonna lie. That's how you supposed to lose. From now on, that's how you lose. Y'all want to see y'all lose like that all the time. Know what I'm saying? Y'all lost with class, lost with etiquette, lost with, you know what I mean? It's grit. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't go out there and lay down. I appreciate that. Nets fans is the best fans. Big fan. Breezy with the Brooklyn Net vlog. You already know what it is. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We out here for sure. Um, yeah, we're gonna get to this that, and then we're gonna be right bitter that for sure.
Hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a rep, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that or Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel. BROOKLYN. BROOKLYN.
Establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing, that it's your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Shark,
Yo, y'all already know Nets fans is the best fans. Shout to Joey. Shout to Notorious, Christopher, CJ, the ruler at Finn. Shout to everybody that's watching. Shout to Daniel Berry Sport Highlights. He is content creator too. Subscribe to his page. Let's call it what it is. Let's get straight to it, bro. This was a good ass game, man. If you're gonna lose, that's how you lose. If you're gonna, that's how you compete, man. That's a team you could say you could build with. It was. I thought it was interesting that Diego didn't play. I thought it was interesting that Cam Thomas didn't play. In the stretch and in the overtime, they put Nolan Traore out there. Nolan Traore is getting more playing time than Diego Domen. It's Diego again. Shout out to Brooklyn Go Crazy CJ. He was the first one to tell us about Nolan Traore. I gotta give it up to him. Shout out to Latrell Music. He giving him props too. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Traore out there hooping. I say he should be the starting point guard. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I agree with you, Rihanna 88. That's what I was looking for versus the Knicks. It's for something. You know, we stand for something. But again, I thought it was interesting. This is the scoring prowess that I was talking about. Now, Let's call it what it is. Claxton had a good game, so he had 13 attempts. Clowney had 14. He was under 50%. Claxton was over 50%. Traore over 50% with 13 attempts. Zaire Williams 15 attempts with 11 3-pointers. I'm gonna be honest with you. We should take a real closer look at Nolan Traore. We got to take a real closer look at him. You know what I'm saying? Look at his shot selection and see what kind of player he is. He's getting to the basket. These are the players that I like, bro. I'm telling you, man, the players that get to the basket, get to the midi or get to the rim. Look at his shot selection. This is why I like Nolan Traore. Look at how many times he shot the ball at the 3-point line. He's 1 for 3, or maybe 2 for however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say 2 for 4, right? But the thing is that his shot selection is heavy getting to the rim, and he's a small guard, but he's learning how to finish, bro. He's being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. I like what I see from Nolan Traore. After right what we seen tonight, this a career game, bro. You gotta start him. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, you gotta start him. Like I don't see how he doesn't start after this. Put Diego Domin at the 2. Put Nolan Traore at the 1. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Rocket science, man. It's late. I ain't even finna hold y'all. Y'all already know Nets fans is the best fans. I want to hear you guys' reaction. I want to hear about how y'all feel about the fourth quarter, the overtime, the second overtime. You know what I'm saying? I want the Nets fans to talk about this rebound game and what it means to build going forward. Brooklyn, LM, what's good? Brooklyn, LM, you
Yo,
don't, there you go. Yo,
yeah, man.
talk
Um,
to me, man. What you think about Nolan Traore, man? Just start for starters, man. How you think he played tonight?
dog, man, pure dog. Um, he's getting comfortable. He's looking comfortable out there. Um, I mean, he was projected to be top five. He's showing he got real point guard capabilities. I like seeing the defense from him tonight. That was really intriguing. The dude, like, he's got to be, if not the top, one of the top fastest players in the NBA, bro. Like
Yeah,
he's a
I see
blur on
that.
the court.
That's
Like he's just
yeah,
too
oh
fast
yeah.
with the ball. Um, Tonight was a pretty good game. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't expect it to go into double overtime. It would have been nice if we had this energy on Wednesday. And that's what pisses me off
Right.
because I already knew coming this game they was gonna freaking try hard against Boston, which by the way, Boston is the top team in the Eastern Conference. So realistically, it's like, why do y'all do that? Like, why do y'all show up against all these other teams like this? Like, it just makes no sense. But they bounce back. MPJ, MPJ gonna do what he do. 4 for 11 from the 3-point line. I don't like that though. Like, and that's what pisses me off about this team, bro. Like, we was hunting for the three way too much. Like, there's times where they set in the pick and roll with Dayron. Dayron got a wide open lane, bro. He can go to the lane or pull up for the midi. He passes to somebody in the 3-point line for the miss. Like, bro, nobody puts pressure on the paint. They have no bigs. You saw they fouled Claxton fouled out on Cater,
Besides Nolan
and then
Traore, bro. Nolan Traore is the only one.
exactly like nobody goes to the paint. No one draws like they did a good job of getting Cater out, and they did a good job of getting Luca Garza out. But I mean, other than that, like y'all should be dominating the paint. The Celtics got no bigs. Like, go to the paint, mix it up at the mid range. Like, do something. Like, y'all just hunting threes. Clowney airballed the three at the last. I'm like, bro, y'all don't even need a three to set up. Get the mid range and get a stop. like y'all was doing the past couple of possessions. Like I don't know. It was just, and then MPJ had like a brain freeze, leaving Hugo Gonzalez open for the three. I'm like, why'd you stop following him? Like he just stopped at the paint and let Hugo get wide open for the
I
three.
swear, thank God, I was gonna say something about that.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, did he go
Hold on,
brain
yeah.
dead?
Hold on. Um, hold on, Brooker LM. I just
Good
want to
pickup, LM.
CJ always being in CJ always be in the chat talking about Nolan Traore. He was one of the first ones
Now, I ain't got too
advocating
much to say,
for him.
Britt. The
So I
only thing
just
I'm gonna just
want to
say,
give
I told you so, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Yeah, go
oh
ahead, go,
man,
man.
no doubt. Yeah,
Um,
shout to
Somebody say that was the worst pick
CJ.
we ever picked.
Nah, Nolan is hooping, man. Shit, I can't hold you, bro. He's quick, bro. The defense, they have a hard time staying in front of him, man. Like he too
I
quick,
don't
bro.
know what's the offense was weird tonight. Like the Wolf, I don't know. Wolf was all over the place. CT
Drake
looked
Powell
like
was
he ain't
all
won
over the
this
place
pro.
too.
Yeah, Drake Powell. Okay, they started off good. It's just I don't know what happened to them after the whole quarter. Peyton Pritchard could just was too good tonight. I mean, it is what it is. Powell played good defense on them, but the nigga's a shot maker, bro. I gotta give it to him. Hugo Gonzalez played good. That's the rookie. Brown played pretty bad. I mean, Claxton was doing his thing on Jalen Brown. He had him to like 5 for 17,
Yeah,
I think
a couple
Nolan got
yeah.
blocked.
you know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
want to
So,
say this team is more of an exciting team without Terrence Mann playing. Like Terrence Mann didn't
Yeah, we
play
need to get
at
rid of
all.
him, man.
So yeah, like I like how the team looked without Terrence Mann tonight. I like him as a
yeah, man.
veteran though.
I
He
just
a
didn't
super
like the clock when Clowney airballed the three. I was like, yeah, that's is this game over.
I ain't
But I
like
mean,
that shit.
Nolan got blocked for the layup, which I didn't expect him to get blocked. I thought that was a clear lane, but he got the block on the weak side end. So other than that, I wish we would have played like this Wednesday, but I mean, it is what it is. It was a good fought out effort though. So I mean, other than that, I think I don't know. Like with CT, I just think realistically he's checked out. I mean, this is a play where I guess he had the grenade, which he always takes the grenades, but then he passes to Zaire. And then they benched him after that. They benched him
No, what
after
did he say? What did he say?
that.
Ellen, what did he say? He said something. They say he said something. I forgot what he said.
Oh no, I just thought it was hilarious because he always takes the grenades. Like he never
Nah,
hesitates to take the
he
grenades.
told
But
he told him something. And that's why he got benched. He told him something. I forgot what he said. I got to find it. He told him something. That's why he got benched. It's all over
yeah,
Sports Center, man.
yeah. So that was pretty weird. But I mean, I just think he's just checked out, bro. But other than that, they played a pretty good game tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got to give them credit. Double overtime against the top Eastern Conference team. But he did. I think MPJ just went brain dead, leaving Hugo Gonzalez open. He still follows Hugo. Nets probably win this game tonight.
And
I don't know.
Drake Powell should have given a little bit more effort on that damn last stop, bro. He just sitting there and just let that dude make that damn three. That's it. I mean, pissed off because he ain't get no damn effort. He just sitting there and got his damn hand up, man. You ain't contesting that, man.
Exactly. So it is what it is, man. But other than that, I'll pass the rock. You know.
I see Lee
Um.
shaking his damn head.
Yo, what's good,
That's
y'all?
good.
Yo, um, I'm gonna just do my rundown real quick, man. Peyton Pritchard is a dog, man. I think he one of the most underrated players in the game. Listen, what he don't have with athleticism and size, that kid makes it up with heart. That's how I'm gonna start it off. So listen, Zaire, we y'all said a lot of stuff, but y'all didn't bring up Zaire. Zaire is starting to look like the old Zaire from the beginning of the season.
talk
He
your shit.
matched up really. He matched up really well with Brown too tonight, and I just think Brown is. I mean, he's a good player, but without the push off, is he really as good as people think he is? Because this dude pushes off 90% of the time. He is going towards the rim. He has no
Now
move.
I think you got to give credit to Zaire and the Claxton defense on Brown tonight. I don't watch enough Brown basketball to say he do a lot of push offs, but I know they covered them well tonight.
He be pushing off, bro. I ain't gonna
Bro,
lie.
It was one play where he clearly pushed off Zaire and extended
I know
his
you're talking about. I
arm.
think the first quarter. I think that was the
Yeah,
damn
and
first quarter.
Zaire is looking around like what the. But anyway, I ain't gonna harp on too much of Brown. Listen, that kid Hugo Gonzalez looks very good, man. Boston got one with him. He is energetic. That kid is a baller, bro. He's solid.
Now he
I
like a
seen some
three and
people
D
posting.
wing.
I seen some people posting on Twitter that we should have took him over Saraf, but that's neither here nor there. Um,
Yeah, he nice.
yeah, it was a very entertaining game, man. And listen, Elam hit it on the head because I'm glad he said it and he caught it. MPJ, I'm sitting here looking at this play like MPJ is either slow or he lazy. Because there's no way you stop trailing Hugo to guard the paint when we up 3 points. MPJ, I hope you listening to this. I ain't no professional basketball player. I ain't no scientist. I ain't no coach. But I got common sense, bro. Like, chill out. But but yeah, man. If MPJ like Ellen said, if MPJ follows Hugo, or before that, if Nolan hits the damn free throw, we win this game. But they both play solid. But they it is what it is, man. Like I'm not really tripping about this game. It was some mental lapses. We fought, and like the late great Jacques Vaughn would say, "We battled." That's all I got.
At this point, bro. Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
thought
so
Leaf would
hold
do
on.
it.
Yeah, we was waiting for Leaf. Shout out to Leaf, man. Leaf 4788 subscribe to his page. Nets fans is the best fans. Talk to us, Lee.
Um, well, first and foremost, MPJ is still playing on the MCL sprain. Let's just get that out the way. That's number one. Number two, um, I don't know if anybody talked about it, but Cam Thomas is still on minutes restriction. That would explain the 19 minutes that he got somehow, some way. And he fell awkwardly tonight, and he was limping. That's kind of why he got off the court or whatever, because I think he re-injured the hamstring a little bit. I don't know how they gonna recover it. I don't know what the injury report gonna say. Number three, the bench played pretty okay tonight and was keeping the game afloat. In particular, Nolan Traore. Um, Nolan Traore, bro, who had his best game as a rookie tonight. 21 points, 7 for 13 shooting, man. He was attacking, he was getting downhill. This was we was getting in the back and forth between four Caucasians, bro, and Jalen Brown. And that pretty much what was it, man. Noah Clowney playing 43 minutes and putting up this trash. That ain't getting it. Um, Nick Claxton playing damn near 40 minutes and giving you what he giving you, bro. That ain't getting it. So I mean, but I thought the game turned the tide in the third quarter. In the third quarter, that's when the Celtics kind of made their run. I ain't gonna lie, they could get anybody to play, bro. Like Jalen Brown, I still think him and Jason Tatum are two Scottie Pippens, man. That championship don't change nothing for me. Nothing that Jalen Brown is changing nothing for me, bro. Like he continues to get away with a lot of shit and then complains about it when he doesn't get a call, bro. At certain times, man. Now he bitching about not being in the MVP conversation. Who cares? Um, but overall, I thought we played all right, man. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. It definitely wasn't the other night. Zaire shot 1 for 11. But he played pretty good defense, bro. Like he still made some hustle plays. The shooting wasn't all that, but we managed to give ourselves a chance after chance to winning, bro. When you let Hugo Gonzalez, um, Peyton Pritchard, man, and a whole bunch of the Boston Caucasians beat you, bro. Like this is what you deserve.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Yo,
let Sam Hauser get
I
hot too.
forgot
I
that
ain't
I
gonna lie.
forgot my point on Nolan Traore,
Sam
man.
Hauser, he was holding them afloat in the first half because we basically owned most of the first half. The first half, man, we was able to hold afloat, but the Celtics were kind of chipping away at the lead. And it was only a matter of time, man, before they got the lead, man. But I thought other players that played, man, they They did some things that I was looking forward to doing. Danny Wolf rebounding and effort is getting better. Even though he's not getting the crazy minutes and the crazy shots. Nolan Traore somehow was able to play 37 minutes. He did what he did. He had a great game. Zaire played 33 minutes and he shot 1 for 11. Anytime when you add 1 for 6, bro, your minutes got to get reduced at some
Anybody
point.
want
But
to tell me why Yeager played 21 minutes tonight?
Nigga, I'm gonna tell
there
you
you go.
why. It's because of Nolan Traore. Like Jordy
Yeah,
even said it in the press
it
conference. He
is.
like, listen, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Traore. He's getting in the paint. He's making stuff happen. The more playing time I give him, the more comfortable he looks. So listen,
Yep.
Breezy is right. Traore does look more of like a one than Yegor does. But I'm not gonna give
Facts.
up
Yes.
on Yegor. But it's the truth. We talked about this in the offseason that Traore might be the quickest one to blossom at point guard because of his skill set, because of his
Right.
speed, because of
Yep.
his ability to get in the paint.
Yep.
So it ain't really no surprise. You feel me?
His
Well, yeah,
jumper
yeah.
don't look
You
that
we're not.
amazing.
No, his jumper
That's
don't look
facts.
terrible, but I think it's getting his set shot is getting better, but his ability to attack and his confidence speeding the game up is starting to get more and more confident. His levels are starting to rise in that aspect. I'm seeing him. Sometimes he see 1 on 3 on a fast break. I mean, he's smart enough to slow it down, and he ain't dumb enough to go 1 on 3. Obviously, you know what I mean. But it's just other players got to run with him. The thing is, Nolan Traore, bro, wants to speed the game up. It's up to the rest of this front office to find players that want to do that with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and try to get out transition with him. Drake Powell only got 20 minutes because Zaire played great defense. He just shot like shit. That's all it was. So, I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
the benchmark kind of kept us in the game, bro. Like they did their thing for the most part. It just wasn't enough against the all time great Hugo Gonzalez and Peyton Pritchard. Like what the fuck? Like
Yo,
I hate it,
hold on,
bro.
Lee.
Like
Pass it to Sky.
Leaf, it
I
was the
wanted to hear
mental
what.
mistakes, Leaf. It was the mental
Right,
mistakes
but
because, like I said, if Nolan hits that free throw, we
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
going into
Yeah.
OT.
Yeah.
If
Right. Right.
MP, like LM said, if MPJ would have just followed Hugo to the corner, we win in OT.
Yeah. Yeah.
right,
Even
hold on,
before that. Even
yeah,
before
yeah.
that.
I think
Nolan.
MPJ
No. Nolan.
MPJ's MCL sprain stopped him from following
Yeah.
Hugo.
But even
My
before
bad.
that, if Nolan hit that free throw, the game is over. The, ga-
Exactly.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game over.
If he hit
Game
that,
over.
if he hit that free throw, the game is over. And
The
which
game is
But
over.
ironically he shot
hold on,
5 for 6
Scott.
from the free throw line, and that one free throw cost him.
But,
That's right.
but
That
Scott,
and
but Scott,
and go
hold
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
To the title of the show. Do you think that he should start as the point guard after seeing tonight's game?
Yes,
Is
he
that
should
his spot?
continue getting minutes.
I mean, he
Yes.
got
No. I'm not
37
talking
minutes,
about
bro.
continue to. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about continue to get minutes. I'm
What do
talking
you
about
mean?
starting. Diego Doman should not start at the point guard because of what we've seen thus far.
Yeah, let's start
Nolan
Nolan.
Traore
Start
should start at
Nolan.
the point guard,
Start
and Diego
Nolan.
at the starting two. Drake Powell ain't doing nothing at the two
The
guard
only
that Diego is doing.
the
Like
only
seriously, like
reason
I mean,
why
but hold up.
the,
If you, well, I got a question for that. But if you start Nolan and Diego, who's coming off the bench as our point guard?
Cam Thomas.
Breezy,
Trey,
Not
Breezy,
yet,
man,
Mike.
fuck
Let me get up
it.
out of here. Let me get out of
If
here.
any, now
Cam
Breeze,
Thomas,
I think
man.
Breeze, I think if you're gonna put Nolan in the lineup, I think you should put Drake at the two, and I mean Diego probably at the three. If
What's
they, if
keeping
I mean,
I'm
I
keeping it. Yeah, Diego,
He wanted
Diego, but he took two. Well, he took what?
this
Diego took
conversation was
four
over
shots.
when he
And
said
all
Cam
of them was
Thomas
three.
could
He
come off
took
the bench
three.
as the backup one.
Listen, three. Hold on. Can I answer the question? Diego, he took two, and it's not about Cam Thomas. It's about the fact that y'all asked me a question. He is the most important person off the bench at the point guard, besides him or maybe Tyrese Martin. But the
yeah.
point is that
That's
it's not.
nasty
Hold
work.
on,
I'm not
Cam
taking
Thomas.
Drake Powell out the
Hold on.
two,
Stop trying to
bro.
make this about Cam Thomas. He's not even in the title of the show. This is about Nolan Traore and why he deserved to be the point guard over Drake Powell, Diego Demin, and any other, even Cam Thomas. Nolan Traore is a better. He's the best point guard on this team. I forget who got picked
Powell not a
where.
point guard though.
Who?
Exactly.
He a two. Powell's a
Like
two.
Powell
Oh,
now.
Powell.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Powell's
Exactly.
a
But they
two.
be
You can
But
start
but the
Nolan
Yeah.
and
thing
I
about
Powell.
they was
mean,
Powell,
I
giving him
mean,
Powell
but
is
they
a
was
two.
giving
But
him
the thing
point
I
guard
like about
responsibilities.
Powell is
I mean,
Powell could
like
get
if we
into the
really
paint.
want to be honest, bro, like in terms of the starters, in terms of our assist to turnover ratio, bro, the best point guard we had most of the season, bro, was probably Terrence Mann, bro. Y'all gonna
Yeah,
blow up.
for
It's
Somebody gonna blow
true.
up.
turnovers.
It's true.
For
Somebody gonna
turnovers,
blow up.
yes.
I'm ready.
Yes, because he wouldn't have turned that.
Mm,
You got to
bro,
remember,
no, he wasn't. He
Nolan
was
turned the
never
ball
scoring. He was
over.
never scoring three. He ain't never put up
But Terrence
21.
Mann is trash on this
No, no, no,
podcast, bro. So let me not say his
no.
name.
He had the Ben Simmons effect. They knew he was passing the ball. He wasn't a double threat. The point guard could
I
be
mean,
a
but at
two way
least he
threat.
gonna
Hold
attack
on,
and
no,
get
no, no.
downhill.
I feel I feel I
Hold on.
feel like
Hold on. Let me say this. But again, in my opinion, the point guard is a two-way threat. They can either drive and kick because they can facilitate. That's part of what they do, or find a
hmm
guy. And that being
right,
said, if he's not trying to find a guy, his second option is to score the ball. You're going to
right.
get more out of Nolan Traore than Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann was
Is
good
that
at the assist turnover ratio. I'll give you that. He was
right?
good at the assist turnover
Yeah,
ratio. But to say that he was a point guard is really
Nah,
defending
he
Diego
just a
Boneta.
jack
He
of
was
all trades.
protecting. Yeah,
Terrence
he
Mann
was
he
ain't no
just
point
protecting
guard.
Diego
no,
Boneta.
he's
He
not
could
a
play a
point
little bit
guard.
of
Diego
point
was
guard.
distributing the
He
ball on
could
the
play a
floor.
little bit of point guard.
On
The
this
thing
team, he was.
the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah, yeah. On this team, he is.
I think Nolan Trayor fits Jordy's. Hold on, real quick, y'all. I think Nolan Trayor fits Jordy's style, and that's why Jordy said in the press conference he liked the fact that he get paint touches. He want a point guard that's gonna get in the paint, disrupt shit, try to score, or find his fucking teammates. And right now, Nolan Trayor is looking a bit more
Nolan
comfortable and
fixed them
aggressive in that role
characteristics.
than
Yeah,
Yegor Dimon.
yeah, he
Because
fits
yeah,
those characteristics. But and Nolan is not bad on defense, by the way, bro. Everybody
no, no,
lied
he's
about
not
last year.
terrible. He's not terrible. Terrible.
No,
He
he's
actually
not. No,
surprised
he's
me.
not. He
He actually
tries.
surprised me
He
a couple of
tries.
times, bro. He
He
does.
tries. He tries. He
He
tries.
tries. He definitely
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
tries, bro.
does.
Like he,
I give you that, Leaf. You correct. He's not that bad on
yeah.
defense.
So
No, he's
Nolan,
a point guard. He's a point guard. He's a
I
point
think
guard.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Joey, bro. I think the speed of the game, Nolan is starting to get a grasp of the speed of the true speed of the NBA a lot
You just,
faster than Nolan
but
Robert.
yeah, but you can't blow by everybody. You can't think that way. You
He
got to be
can.
able. No,
He
they
can.
they be he can get to the rim, but it gets smacked. The thing is
Right,
in the
but he's getting by
NBA,
the guy though.
right? He can get
But he
by
gotta be
his
smart.
man.
But he gotta be
Li-
smart about his shots when he gets there. He
Listen,
can get
Exactly.
there.
listen. What I'm saying, you got to be able to slow down and be in control because once you in the paint, you got him. You got him. You got him in position
Right.
where you want. You can't
even if
just
he
blow
Right.
by and
listen, y'all,
score.
I'm cool.
You
Even
can't
if
do
he
what
don't
they
get
do
to
in
the
the
rim,
Euro
right?
League.
No, wait. No. I'm gonna change it up. And I think here's the thing. I think the thing that you're looking for is the stuff in between before he even get in the paint. If he has that, bro,
Exactly.
then I don't think. Then I think his game as an offensive player is damn near
Would
complete. Because if
improve.
he has,
That
Would
that's
improve.
what I
yeah,
was
of
about to
course it
say,
is.
Lee.
But
It would
Even if
I
he
it
think.
would
don't
Hold
get
improve.
on, wait.
real quick.
But
Even
I
if he
think
don't get
he's
to the
on a
rim, right?
fast track. I think
Even if
he's
he
on a
don't get to
fast
the rim,
track.
even
Right.
if Trayor don't get to the rim, if he can at least create some kind of popping, stop and pop in the mid
Right.
range once he gets in the
Right.
paint, some type of floater,
Slow it
he
down.
can become
Sometimes you got to
dangerous.
slow it down
Because at
because
the
you
end of the
already
day, you
Right.
gotta respect it. You feel me?
right.
You gotta
Sometimes
respect it when he
they
So hold on,
collapses
hold
the
on, hold on, hold on,
defense.
Let me hold on. What you say? You said you want to see Noah Clowney get a one dribble pull up?
No, what I'm saying
no,
is,
no,
No,
Nolan,
hold on.
Nolan,
Nolan.
Let
it
me
don't have to
explain.
be a one
Nolan.
dribble
Hold on,
pull
let
up.
me
It could be a
Nolan.
explain.
floater,
Nolan.
bro.
Oh,
Like
okay. Yeah.
Nolan.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
Nolan.
Yeah,
That would help
I'm not.
Nolan's game a lot.
A
Yeah, but
lot.
it will. It will. And I'm with you.
That, but it'll
I'm
help
agreeing
Drake
with
us.
what
You
Drake
you're
know
saying.
Powell is
why?
too timid,
You
bro.
know
Like
why?
and he don't have
Hold
enough
on, real quick, y'all.
confidence.
Let me land my plane. It'll help us
Yeah.
too a lot. You know why? Because once Nolan
We'll
get in the
win more
paint
games.
and niggas know he can score in the paint,
We'll
other
win
No, he
more
teams gonna
won't.
have to
games.
respect it.
No, he won't.
Yeah. We'll win
No, he
more
won't.
games with Jordy.
No, he
Yes, you
won't.
would. Yes, you
No, he won't.
would.
But
Yes, you would.
No, he won't.
So hold on.
Facts, like
Let me just.
Jelio said, he
Yeah,
need a
yeah.
floater in a mid range.
You win more
That's a
games with
fact,
Jordy.
Jelio. Whoever
Hold
Jelio
on.
is in the comments, Jelio
You gonna have
Smith.
to
Hold
wait
on.
another year.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to put
I
this in
don't think he can
motion.
do it
Like
this year, though.
certain of us, we agree. I want to see how much of agree. I don't know how to put a poll in the chat, but I'm asking the chat. Please chat. Throw some ones in the chat if y'all think Nolan Treyarch should be the starting point guard from here on out. And two, so for he need more time. I'm just trying to get a gauge on how the net fans feel about Nolan Traore starting at the point guard because after tonight, to me, it's undeniable. You gave him 37 minutes, 21 points, 7 for 13 from the field. He's shooting over 50. And again, this is what I'm saying about a point guard.
You should have
He,
had
he don't
22.
take he don't take the most shots. He didn't take the most shots, so he's not the first option. He's not the second option, but he's fighting for the second and third option. That's what it looked like. He could have been the second option in this game because really he shot better than Zaire Williams for what it's worth. You feel what I'm
Man, that
saying?
shit varies, bro. We don't got no solid second or third option. Every game is
I
is
know.
is
It's,
different different people.
Yeah, and I think every game is. I don't have no problem with every game being as different people. What I got a problem with is the inconsistency. The thing is that Nolan Traore's advantage coming into the league is starting to show more and more. As the minutes go up, and I think on both ends of the court, he's showing why he should be getting more minutes. I think everything is about all this stuff in between. Now, in terms of his spot up shooting, bro, obviously that's going to get better, bro, because his spot up shooting, all you just got to do is stand there, get the wide open look, and then shoot. Now the stuff in between in terms of him slowing down and learning different speeds and learning how to control that speed, bro, because that's the thing about speed in the NBA is learning to control it. Because if you playing with other four players on the court and it's somebody and you got somebody that's a good spot up finisher and a spot up shooter in transition or a good finisher in transition, your speed is your speed. They'll take care of the rest. I guarantee you, bro, if Nolan Traore was on the break with a goddamn Zion or a goddamn a spot up shooter like a damn Trey Johnson, bro, like this shit wouldn't be a problem.
yeah, it's not. But yo,
I'll be
bro, I'm
honest with
telling
you.
you, I think like again, this is what I'm saying. We always talking about player development. This is you don't stifle Nolan Traore right now by not acknowledging that he should be a starter after this. Like that's part of player development too. Like yo, I'm outplaying Drake Powell or Diego Domin. You can't tell me that Diego Domin and Drake Powell was outplaying Nolan Traore. They're not.
You can't count
Yep.
Drake Powell in
So
that, bro.
basically, yes. What I'm
You
saying is,
can't count Drake
again,
because Drake not a point guard.
listen,
If
but no, but
you got
that's
to
the
count
point.
only Diego.
But that's the point. They gonna shuffle Drake Powell because they gonna say, all right, well, Diego gonna start over Drake Powell. They gotta shuffle Drake Powell because Nolan got better. It just is what it is.
Why can't you just
You feel
bring
what I'm
Diego off
saying?
the bench?
Bro, he the eighth, he the lottery pick. They not bringing him off the bench for Drake Powell. Drake
That
Powell
means
not
I've
gonna
seen
sit
I've
down.
seen
And
I've
that's
seen eight
Hold on,
picks
so let me ask
bench.
and
you this.
Bree and Bree
No,
and
no, no,
yeah,
no.
Breeze
that's
Hold on. Let
and
me
true.
ask you
Breeze
this. Let me ask.
and
So hold
Breeze.
on. Let me
That's
ask you
part of
this.
the
I've seen
problem.
eight picks
No,
get
no,
That's
no.
part of
Hold
the
on,
bench.
hold on,
problem.
hold on. Let me have this
That's part of
conversation
the
with LM
problem,
real quick.
Breeze.
Hold on, hold on. Let me have this conversation with LM. So LM, you trying to say that Drake Powell's a better two guard than Diego Domin?
Drake, from what I'm
Yeah, he
seeing from
is
Drake, he's a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter. So he realistically he's shooting threes like
better
Diego, and he's
defensively. He's
giving us
better as
better
a half.
defense. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
that
keeping
is
Drake at
true.
the two.
You got a point, LM. I have seen
He's a way
I
better
have
defender than
I
Diego,
have
hands
I have
down.
I have seen fourth pick draft picks sit on the bench, get put on the
Yeah, like
bench.
Exactly.
Diego ain't do
So
nothing to be
don't
solid. He's like he's don't get
nah.
me wrong, he's balling, but
If you
if
ain't
no one
earn it,
playing better, shoot, okay, go on the bench.
you're right. You're right.
Sorry.
Go on that bench.
You're right, LM. You're right.
Get that, grab that bench, bro, because you ain't built to play over 30 something minutes in the NBA
For
right now.
sure.
Nolan Traore is.
Yeah,
Nolan
for
Traore
sure.
is. He just proved it tonight.
Yes, he did.
Right,
'Cause-
experiment with that. Experiment with Nolan in the lineup. It ain't nothing, it ain't like we got Kate Cunningham on our team.
And I guarantee you, after this game, Nolan is saying to himself, "Damn, they do this every night." You know what I'm saying? 37 play third over 30
Exactly.
minutes in the NBA is not no joke. That's why when some
It's
people
not
say
no
just
joke.
play the rookies, nah, dude, you can't put them in that
Nah,
situation. They're
because
gonna get
you're right.
destroyed.
You're
They're
right.
gonna
Oh,
get
Because
all right, so hold
destroyed.
on.
the
Hold
rookies
on. Can y'all hear
eventually
me?
gonna hit a wall, bro. They used to
Leave,
Yeah,
playing
we
20 something games. We can hear
Yeah.
you, bro.
leave. All right, so hold on. All right, so we got Big Priest on the panel. We're gonna go to Big Priest first after we listen to MPJ about tonight's situation. He's so we're gonna listen to what he's saying and then we're gonna recap it.
in that last play, we were trying to zone up the 3 point line and all have like a zone. But I think it was kind of poorly, obviously, it was poorly executed. I tried to pass the guy through to Noah on that side, and we just weren't all on the same page. I think it's and Coach Jordy was trying to communicate on the sideline. It was just such crunch time. We didn't know if we were still zoning up, if we were in man, but that last three, wide open corner three with 2 seconds left. I think some of us thought we were zoning up the 3 point line. Some of us thought we were staying with our man. So it was just, we were just discombobulated. We got to learn from it. Hopefully, do better in the next situation.
Was that communicated during the timeout? Like what was said in the timeout before going into the play?
During the timeout, we had decided to zone up the 3 point line, all have a certain zone on the 3 point line, but then they came out and their play wasn't what we thought it was going to be. We thought they were all going to start inside the 3 point line, but they all started high. So then I think at the last minute, some of us were confused if we were now manning up or zoning up still. So we just got confused, I think, and we weren't on the same page, and we gave up a wide open corner three. So that's on us on the floor, I think, to just be on the same page. You know what I mean? I think we were just confused.
Is that kind of the value of, I mean, when guys are talking about, hey, communicating, being loud defensively, making sure voices are heard defensively, I mean, is that an example of that, or failing to do that?
No, it was just a little tricky because in the timeout we decided we were going to zone up the 3 point line, but then they came out in something that we didn't expect, and so I think that pretty much was what it came down to. Was they came out of something we didn't expect, and I don't think that you should zone up the 3 point line when all five guys are out towards half court. So then I think some of us just went off of what we heard, and some of us were like switching it up to just man, and then we just got discombobulated. But yeah, it's on us, the players, to communicate, and obviously the number one thing is don't give up a wide open corner uncontested three. So somebody got to get him, whether that's me following him through to the corner or the guy on the inbound kind of taking that zone of the area away. We just gotta make it happen. But I mean, you learn from it. We've had other situations this year, late game moments that that have cost us the game, that we have then fixed in film and learned from, and hopefully that same mistake doesn't come up. So there's a new situation for us. So we'll get to watch film and learn from it, and hopefully we don't lose in the same way going forward.
He looking down in shame. That nigga know he
Yeah,
messed up on that play,
like,
bro.
well, when he said if we gotta go to Big Freeze, he said, yeah, when I was supposed to go over there, I didn't know if it's better. You
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
one
He
complaining.
said
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
He said it,
So
dog. He said it.
you didn't know, you were supposed to foul him, but I'm not gonna lie. In his defense, somebody could have easily cut to the basket. There was nobody behind him for somebody cutting
Was it
straight to the
Clowney
basket.
next to Hugo on that
Yeah,
play?
yeah,
I
yeah. But he
mean,
was
like,
also guarding the
But he
man
was
that
it. Yeah,
the
he was
but
guarding
the
the inbounder.
right,
hold
right.
on, let's go to Big Priest. Big Priest, talk to us, man. What's the word? Shout the peoples. I
How the
see you.
hell was we zoning the Celtics anyway?
That's what he
That was
does.
um
That's what he does. That's what he
Go ahead,
does.
Big Priest.
that was a total lack of communication. Um,
Hmm.
it was just a busted coverage.
Yeah.
Um, so when the play was called in the huddle and the team goes on the floor, I think when they come out in something you're not expecting, you call another timeout.
I don't think they had
Right.
another one though.
No, it was overtime. They had two.
Okay. All right. So they
Mm.
only used one. Okay.
So I think that's something that could have been done, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, about the Jaeger stuff, I don't. I think Jaeger is still a work in progress. Um,
You being
But
nice.
he had some clutch
Nah,
games.
don't
Like
laugh,
they,
Scott.
No,
um,
you being nice. I don't. I say it like it
like
is.
he,
I
yeah.
think his big. I think the biggest thing with him is you won't really see him unlocked until he gets stronger. He is a lack of NBA strength. I mean, the kid only what 19.
Yeah. Okay.
I
All right.
mean,
Please, do
Yeah.
you think
he
Diego should
his,
be more aggressive despite it though?
no, because it's different. His lack of strength is why when you
He
see
can't
him
go in
have
the
heavy
paint.
turnovers,
Yeah.
when you see him have heavy turnovers, when you see him get knocked off his spot, a lot of kids. I mean, shit. Look at young Giannis. was getting pushed around. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
played
Yeah, you
yeah.
got.
mostly
But
on the
hold
perimeter.
on, big priest. Hold on, big priest. I just want you to answer this question. It's like
Okay.
two questions because it's just the panel getting bigger. That's all. Do you think that MPJ showed leadership in this interview, or he could have held more accountability?
I think he didn't throw anybody under the bus, so that's good.
That's
I think
good. Yeah,
he
that's
he kind of put it on himself, but I think is on it would be on him, but it was a lack of communication on the floor. And it's not just him that needs to communicate. That's on Claxton. That's on
yeah.
Arch. I put that on Claxton and on
Clowney.
Clowney more than him because they're our two best defenders. When you watch the
Mhm.
Warriors, right? Draymond not always guarding where the shot goes, but Draymond's always communicating because he's the best defender on the floor. So in
Mhm.
that essence, we need our best defenders to communicate with her. Hey, 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 get over there, get over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Corner,
I'm gonna
you
keep it
know.
real. At the last play of the game, I don't want to put MPJ where he got to run out and cover the 3 point line. I will put him in the paint, 6'10", you know what I'm saying? So I will want Clowney to challenge the 3 point shot or Claxton to challenge the 3 point shot. But I will have him, like he said, they confused. But I would say, yo, if in that play, of course, MPJ, you stay in the paint. Don't try to run out. We don't need you doing that. We need Clax or Clowney to run
We
out.
don't
If
need
they
the
try to
guard in
run
the
out,
paint. Didn't matter anyway. We
Yeah,
were
not
up
at that
three.
time. Yeah, yeah, not at that time. No.
and then you
So
got
somebody should have
The game wasn't
um
lost because of that. Let's just put it that way.
somebody was defending
because of the amount of time on the court or because of the amount of time on the clock, they weren't going to go for it two anyway. So just take away the three and make them force up a contested shot.
Yeah.
They
Again,
shouldn't
why
be
was the
wide open
zone?
at all.
No, no,
Uh,
not at all.
well,
That's
hold
a
on. Let
fact.
me ask
Somebody
you.
said they was playing zone though.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Michael
zone.
Porter Jr. said they was. He said that's what
right.
they called in the huddle. They called the zone in the huddle.
Niggas called a
Hmm.
zone against
Yeah, but
Boston.
why you playing the zone when we up three though?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but hold on. Let me ask you, Big
We
Priest,
play
the other
man to
question.
man and guard the perimeter.
Facts.
I agree.
But right, I agree too. Big Priest, talk to us. Nolan Traore. I say he should start at the point guard. How you feel about Traore?
Um, I think if not start, he could be the first guy off the bench. I like him in his role. I think we need to. I do agree with PT what he said the other day on one thing. We need to run more plays for the young guys to get them used to having plays run for them, right? I know Yegor is a connector, a playmaker, but Yegor needs to have plays ran for even some off ball action. He's if he's one of our better shooters, why are we running any down screens for him to get a look? You see what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
But I'm
As opposed to so I think Traore I I said it if you recall, I said it after the draft that Traore is his kind of point guard, like a Derek Fox and all that kind of stuff. So I can see that. But I think we need to use our players more to their strengths.
I
Okay, so
agree.
all right, so hold on. If you agree that we should play them more to their strengths, wouldn't it make sense to put Nolan Troyer at the starting point guard, Diego at the two guard, because more of his shot attempts is from 3 pointers. He take most three. He has more 3 point shot attempts than 2 point shot attempts this season.
He's
That's somebody
second.
who's a shooting
He's
guard, not a
second
point.
in 3 point attempts and makes for all rookies. The only
Right,
one
but
that
when they
made
say
more
he
is Knipple.
he's taking more 3 pointers than 2 pointers. That's because he's a shooting guard because he wants
I
to
think
shoot.
that's by design, and I think
yeah.
part of it came with him trying to prove to
But you
people that he
develop
can
him as a
shoot.
shooting guard, not a point guard. When you do that,
I don't. I
you
don't
I
see
don't
think
what I'm
know,
that.
bro.
saying?
Look
I
at the
don't.
two guards.
You just,
How can you look at the two guards in the league and say that?
bro. So what I'm saying, look, what I'm saying is this skill set and tools, right? Jordy Fernandez has a playbook. His playbook got all point guard plays for Nolan Traore. All of the plays
So
for
you don't
Diego
think
Coleman
Curry is a
is
point guard?
Who?
the difference
So
between
you don't
Curry and
think
Diego.
Curry is? Oh, go ahead.
Bro, you comparing Curry to Diego? We
No, 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 no. I'm just saying most of his shots, even when he was a young player, was from the
Is
perimeter.
that the three?
That's what I
Right at
meant.
the 3 point
but
line.
he's an exception. You don't think so?
No, but
And
what
he's
happened
not. And
is
he's
If
what
you,
this is
if
what
you,
happened. This is
and
what
he's
happened,
not
Breezy.
6'9", and he
When
don't have
when Curry
mob.
came into the league, right? When Curry came into the league, right? All these young players, right, that you see coming up started trying to fit that mold. So you see more of that than you see the explosive Ant-Man type players. You see more people coming into the league trying to be three-point gunners than you do see people in the league trying to be explosive, even with bigs, right? So I think that's just a product of the times. I don't think that makes him less of a point guard. I think he could still play the point guard. I think his number one skill still is playmaking, but we don't see it because, like another thing PT said, a lot of the stuff is dribble handoff stuff to MPJ. So Claxton is involved in most of those actions, whereas opposed to you have Yegor standing in the corner. We're not really. Drake Powell is probably our best athlete. We don't get him going to the rim enough. You see what I'm saying?
why are we not
He's
getting the Nick
literally.
Claxton
But
and
bro,
Diego pick and
some of that,
roll?
bro, some of that gotta be mindset, bro. Like for instance, I agree that we don't run enough PNR, like LM said. That's totally right. And then again, to your point, Nolan Traore, he wants the ball, bro. I've seen Drake Powell start the offense, and nothing looked wrong with the offense, and then he just not aggressive. We don't know why he's not aggressive. It's a reason why Nolan Traore taking 13 shots tonight, and it's a reason why Drake Powell only took 3 shots. Now, again, what I'm saying is not talent, not opportunity, the mindset, the wanting to be aggressive, the wanting to play on the
And
offensive
but
side
that's
of the
not
ball.
all of it.
Drake, listen,
That's
Drake
not all of
Powell.
it.
But listen, but Drake Powell's 2 for 3. He's 2 for 3, bro. You well over 50%. So of course the coach could let you shoot the ball if you want to shoot the ball. He don't want to shoot the ball. If he want to shoot the ball, you can't tell me somebody that's 2 for 3 can't come up to Jordy like, yo, I'm 2 for 3. I want to shoot the ball. He gonna let him shoot the ball. He not shooting the ball because he don't want to shoot the ball. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is he
But
talented as Nolan Traore and all of these other players? But he, I guess, preferred to focus on the defensive side of the ball. I guess. That's
I
all I'm
think part
saying.
of it too is with Nolan Traore, it's a different speed to the game. A lot of his shots, we're a slow paced team, right? But a lot of
But
his
he the
shots come
fastest
out
now.
in the open floor, right? Pushing the pace, quick buckets, quick attacking, all that kind of stuff. A lot of that stuff with Nolan Traore when he's getting downhill is transition opportunities. Um, when you playing, when we get into the half court, I'm not seeing. I watched the game tonight. I'm not seeing Traore just attacking a lot or getting a lot of his shot attempts out of the half court sets. That's still a lot of stuff ran for MPJ, dribble handoff stuff,
And he pushing the
Claxton
fast break
diving.
too. You seen him pushing the fast break. He get to the rim
That's
when
where
he
most
can.
of his that's where most of his attacking comes from in the fast break.
That's good. That's
He's
good. That's
I get
good, bro.
that,
Who else gonna run the
but
fast break for us?
He
he's
still
still
struggles in that
not.
half
Claxton?
court
But
setting
what
though.
I'm saying is he's still not very polished in the half court. You see what
Right.
I'm
Claxton is
saying?
giving him that rock, bro. Off that rebound, he the first one getting it, pushing the pace. See if he can, if he so if he and again you
That's
just see the
fine. I don't
how he
have no
pushing the
problem
pace
with that.
before they set up. That's what I'm
That's
saying. You
fine.
said
I don't have
earlier,
no problem with that.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you're talking about Yegor and his skill set, Yegor's game fits more the half court stuff. As much as it don't
But it's
as
more of a two
as
guard than the point guard. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Um
He's a well, how many assists he had tonight? Two? Okay. 6 points,
No,
two
I don't think
assists.
that makes him a two guard just because he shoot. I mean, everybody in the
Look
league
at
shoot three.
all his stats. What's his highest assist
but he
this
only
season?
played but he only played 19
I
minutes
mean this
tonight too.
season. But what I'm saying through his entire season, we halfway through the season. What's the most assists he had?
He's had
Was
double
his
digit
biggest
assists.
hold on, was his biggest game the most assists he had or the most points he had? You see what I'm saying? He's a two guard, bro. He's not a point guard. Y'all
He's
trying to
had a
force that
stretch.
man
He's had a
hand.
stretch about 5 or 6 games right? Maybe 7 games where he was averaging like 17-6 or 17-7 or
Hold on,
something
but
like
what
that.
I'm saying is, hold on. This is we got to go to Peoples and John after this. I want y'all, and again, I don't want to. I just want y'all to see how I see it, bro. Diego at the two getting 5, 6 assists a game would be so valuable opposed to him being a point guard getting 5, 6 assists a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, we're gonna go to people's. People's taught us, man. We're gonna go. You know, we're gonna go back around to everybody on the panel. Shout out to everybody on the panel. People's, what's up? What's up, People's? You watch
What's good
tonight's
in my
game?
guy, my bad, yo? Let me take the card out of the ATM shit, so I can say my shit real quick. Yo, man, thank you, Hugo Gonzalez, man. You that guy, yo. You are that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know,
What are we
Breezy.
doing?
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
Breezy. Thank you, bitch ass. What's that, Pacers? I appreciate y'all tonight. Thank y'all for the New Orleans Hornets. I appreciate y'all
Mhm.
tonight. I really don't like y'all Sacramento Queens tonight. I really don't like y'all, but it's all right. We on the track. We on the way, baby. We about to come up. You know what I'm saying? You know how we gotta stay down until we come up? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You know that's just the way it is. We down, down,
So
down.
hold on.
We
Your
about to
people's.
come up,
You don't
Breezy.
like how this look, people's. You don't like how this look.
Oh, no, I'm saying no, it's beautiful. Only thing that was bothering me, Breezy, because we play less games, because we supposed to be right there around 11 or 12:36. You know what I'm saying, Breezy? I don't like
Mhm.
that. I don't like that because we got the 31 right now. I don't like that.
Mhm.
No moral victories. Fuck out of here. No moral victories. What's the point? What's the point? Whoever is on
You,
the,
all right.
I
So
don't want to hear that
what
shit. I
about
don't. Good for the rookies.
what about the Knicks?
That's
Just
what's
that
up.
one. Just let us get that one Nick victory.
21
That
points
one
for
last game.
Nolan. I'm saying
That
Breezy. I'm
one.
saying I'm saying I'm
Let us
trying to.
get that get back on that last one Nick
Yo,
victory.
Breezy, you know what I'm saying? Because we needed this. Thank you, Hugo, once again. We needed this because we about to go. We on going on that West Coast trip. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's come back from the West Coast trip. 0-5, baby.
All right.
0-5. No moral victories. I'm expecting for the Nets to come back 12-36. No fucking around. You know what I'm saying, Breezy? No
Yeah.
fucking around. You feel me? No,
Yo,
for
but
what?
hold on.
Breezy, Breezy, you know me and you, if we met
Why
face to
you?
face, I would tell you,
No,
what's the
hold on,
point,
hold on.
Breezy?
No,
You know
no,
what I'm
hold on.
saying?
Time out. No. Time out. Listen, what I'm saying is I'm with you, but when you say moral victories, that's why I say that's crazy. Because my thing is this: when it's like you lose 5 games in a row, and
Or
then
whatever.
that
No
moral.
moral
Hold on,
and
let me finish.
actual
Hold on, let me finish. Let me
useless
finish. Let me
victories. My
finish.
bad. Useless. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me finish. And
Yep.
then it's like that, like you lose 5 games in a row, and then that's when the morale come in. Like, yo, I'm a winner, man. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they just go out and play hard as they could, and then they win that game just to look at themselves to say, yo, we really could win. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is for entertainment only. You know what I mean? So, you
I'm saying,
know,
Breezy, you got
this
me.
is
You know,
not the players.
I was
They
I
never
was
said none
little,
of this.
I was like, yo, man, I was like, yo, what's going on right now? You know, when they're up by three, boy, Hugo hit that, and then pause, and then first overtime, and I'm like, yo, and then tied first overtime, second overtime. I'm thinking like, it's the Nets. We about to give it away. We about to give it away. It just took a little
Oh,
longer, but again, thank you, Hugo. You are that guy, man. You are that. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back on the lottery night. We're gonna come back on the lottery night. We're gonna thank all the people. You know what I'm saying? And plus, Breezy, before I'm about to pass it, just because nights like tonight, Breezy, I promise you, just because the nights like tonight, I'm saying like, you about to win, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
then you break down and somebody hit drain the three, I'm saying drain the three on you. Perfect
Right.
scenario, you know what I'm saying? You try so hard, you still can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Pause, you still can't get no W. And that's how the Nets gonna get the top three pick. I know that. You feel me, Breezy?
I
That's the way they're
appreciate
gonna
that.
get the top
I
three pick
appreciate you, people.
or top four. Maybe I guess we settle for
Oh,
Kingston Fleming because he's gonna be great too. God forbid, God forbid, God. But don't no fucking
We're
around,
gonna
Breezy.
fuck
You know what I'm
around.
saying, my guy. You know what I'm saying, my
We're
guy.
gonna
With
fuck
the nice
around and be
smile. You know
one
what
of
I
the
mean, with
worst
the nice smile.
teams. and get the number 6 pick and be tight as fuck.
Nah, nah, nah.
Nah,
Look,
man.
look,
Y'all
nah, look.
tankers
Yeah,
40
gonna
I
be
really
pissing
Breezy.
think
me
that nigga
off.
is
Nah,
crazy,
Breezy,
bro.
you look, 40 more games. Who got the most less talent out of all the tanking teams? Who got the most less talent on the roster? You already
Hold
know.
on.
Just be
People's
patient. The
pressure.
West Coast is coming. West Coast trip is coming. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up.
All
We're gonna be right there. We're gonna be
right,
right there,
hold,
like top
all
two, top three worst. Right there.
right,
By the time we come back, Breezy,
mm,
you know what I'm saying?
mm.
I got a good feeling. I got a good feel. Thank you for the again. I'm about to pass in my bed. Thank you for the Pelicans, and thank you for the bitch ass Pelicans, and thank you for the bitch ass Pacers, and fuck y'all Sacramento Queens. Fuck y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all motherfuckers. I'm following them. I'm not following the Nets. You know what? I'm following the bottom feeders. I'm following the bottom feeders. I'm praying every time I'm watching the schedule. You know what I'm saying, Breezy? I'm
Yeah.
watching the schedule. When they pop up, Pacers, Pelicans, Wizards.
Yeah.
And you already know Breezy, Pacers, Pelicans,
Yeah.
Wizards, and I'm watching the Jazz. I'm watching the Jazz because make sure we
Mhm,
ain't gonna catch up with them peoples over there. I
mhm.
don't want that.
Yo, all
Let the
right, so
Jazz
hold
keep
on.
winning. But y'all
Yeah,
go ahead. Y'all
all
next. I appreciate you, Breezy. You
right,
my
hold
guy.
on.
You my guy.
We gonna
Let's
go.
go. Let's go
Hold on.
get the number worst pick.
Right.
Let's get the worst record. Let's get the worst record, Breezy. No fucking around.
All right.
Let's get the
All right.
worst record. Bet.
Shout to people's. Yo, we gonna go to
Bet.
John. John, talk to us, man. What's the word, bro?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I will say this: it was a complete 360 just from an effort standpoint, based on
Yeah,
what happened in
John.
the
You
previous
almost
game.
there, John. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. 12 wins. Got 11. Pelicans got 11.
No,
You already know, baby.
well, but yeah,
Go ahead. My bad, John. My bad. I'm so
yeah,
excited.
no,
I'm
I
so
know, I
excited.
know. But
I'm
yeah,
so excited, man.
from an effort standpoint, much
So
better effort
excited.
tonight. Nolan, this was probably his most complete game of his young career. A solid 21, career high in points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. I thought him playing in overtime and double overtime. A lot of trust from Jordy just to give him the importance of dribbling the basketball, setting up plays for others. And I think Nolan just put a lot of work since he's come back. Playmaking's been a lot better. His scoring is making some leaps here and there. He had some great layup plays tonight, using speed to his advantage. So he's on a great trajectory right now. And I think the Nets, like you guys are saying, he could be a great 6 man for us. He could maybe start in the future. I just think for right now, keep doing what you're doing, Nolan, because it's he's looking much better out there for sure. And Zaire
So hold
Williams,
on.
man,
You got receipts when I said that Nolan should be starting point guard. You got that receipt? You still got that receipt?
I think it's very fluid right now how we could go about this. Like with the MPJ Claxton situation, we gotta hope Claxton's pinky injury isn't like broken or nothing, because if that's the case, he's likely getting sit down. And then MPJ, I think we're gonna rest him soon. But if we rest both those guys, theoretically you could start Nolan, Powell, Jaeger, and Wolf together. You just have to play Jaeger at the 3, which I know he would get killed right now, but still, if we're resting MPJ Claxton, you could play all 4 of your rookies pretty much in the starting lineup if you rest MPJ Claxton. I think the Nets might do that soon, but I think Nolan's definitely making a case to potentially start soon for sure. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing. I'm also Zaire Williams, man. Honorable mention tonight. Great defense as usual. Offensively was contributing. Like, listen, this Jordy was wrong about a lot of things this year. Calling out Zaire, saying the guy wasn't bringing it. Like, this guy is literally giving you hustle every time he's on the court. I know he had a little lull here and there, but this guy's defense since he came to his team has always been good. And it's like he's been that spark for us the last 2 games, especially on defense. So yeah, like he definitely got to keep doing what he's doing as well, because I know he might be on the trade block per se, but I don't mind keeping Zaire, man. He just brings a lot of culture, identity to what Jordy's trying to build, and I would be happy if we did keep Zaire, man, because he gives you a lot of good things off the bench. He's a solid bench piece for us, so if we don't move him at the deadline, he's definitely could be a good part of our bench going forward, because his energy is just infectious. You can tell the guys are playing well off his defensive energy tonight for sure. And no Cloudy, he had a big play, the block on Brown, and then the 3 point shot. Like, this is crazy, no Cloudy. Like, he has these moments where it's like, damn, he's finally getting it, and then he regresses to taking bad 3 point shots. Like, we've all touched on this. Consistency is what Noah Clowney has to figure out during the second half of the season. And he had some good moments tonight, but he's really going to be tested. If he wants to be the starting power forward, he's got to have moments like he did tonight on defense and offense, just more consistently. But he definitely had some good moments in the overtime for sure, but definitely got to see a lot more. But yeah, the Claxton stuff's definitely concerning. tweaked his pinky. I hope it's not fractured because I know he's also in trade rumor discussions. But if it is a fracture, he's likely staying. The Nets are not going to trade him with an injury. So, yeah, I think the Nets are going to rest MPJ Claxton soon, and that's going to be out the rookies going from there. But we're in a good spot with the tank. There's definitely going to be some moves this deadline. I heard that the Nets do want to spend that cap space strategically, of course, and we're going to get involved in some different
Waiting,
things. But for right now, just keep playing
waiting,
the
man.
rookies as they are, and I think we'll get
John,
some results.
Jordy still don't want to let it go, huh? You know, he's still
Let what
being a little
go.
pushy. Still being a little pushy, boy. Boy, I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
hold on.
Jordy.
Let me get to the chat. Yeah. Rip 793 said nah on Boozer. For me, AJ fits our needs better. Switchable defender plus applies good pressure on the rim. Boozer
Let's go,
athleticism
baby.
is a bit sketch.
Let's go.
His
Oh
defense
shit.
probably won't be good. Plus very slow for a four. Okay. Um.
I clearly disagree on that. I think Cam Boozer's already physically at a level where you don't expect most college players to be at. And listen, this is the thing about No Clowney right now. He's had his moments here, there, but honestly, right now, if Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson are within our draft range, I'm taking one of those guys, and they're likely going to be the starter at power forward, unless Cloudy has a really great run this second half because he just can't be this consistent. Like he has good moments, but he also has a lot of aggressive moments. And just with Boozer and Wilson, their potential, those are two guys you'd want to be at your power forward position because they are both very
Look,
strong in their own right. So I
Yeah.
disagree. I'd be happy with
Yeah.
either
Hold
look,
Boozer
on.
or Wilson.
I like Cam Boozer.
Hold on. Before we get to the draft, Rip C come with another comment. He says Jordy needs to work on his system. Needs more ball movement, more pick and rolls for Jago. Me, I totally agree. You're not using Jago has his advantage if he not rolling to the rim, looking for the midi or looking to get to the rim at his height.
I mean, you talk about receipts, Breeze. I was saying it for weeks, and LM, Joey were agreeing that this system around MPJ, it was good for MPJ, but everybody else was like, hey, how do I do this, do that? And it's like now you're seeing some of these rookies really start to implement themselves more. Like Nolan tonight, what he did playing,
Just
making a lot of, wait, Nolan making a lot of good shots, dribbling the ball,
He might
playmaking. Like,
have me at Nolan at the one, but every like
no,
that Diego at the two shit. I'm not
Nah,
going.
I'm not fully there with the Jaguar
I'm not there
stuff, but with the
either.
Nolan, what Nolan did tonight, this should clarify that we don't need Terrence Mann anymore. Nolan Traore could dribble a basketball. He's quick. He's speedy. He's starting to knock down shots. It's like Terrence Mann, you did your part. You dribbled a basketball for 2 months and a half. Now it's like Nolan's ready to advance in his role. I think Jaguar, like it's experimental. I think if MPJ does rest, if we do shut
Terrence
him
But
Mann
down,
was
let's
only
say
out there to
hold
you can
hold
on, but
experiment.
Diego.
but
You
He
wait,
hold
wasn't
on,
wait,
hold
there
on,
wait.
to
Can I just say
hold
hold.
one
on.
thing? You can
No, but
experiment with
hold on.
Jaeger at the
No, but
three potentially,
but
even
what
though
I'm
it's not going
saying
to look
is,
good.
hold on. But what I'm saying is, let's agree to disagree. But let's see where we disagree at. The reason why I say that Yayo should be the two is because of his shot
Cause
selection.
you only focusing on the
And
shooting.
hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Because of his shot selection and his height, he still has a height advantage at the two, being 6'9". You put him
He
at the three,
doesn't.
you take away his shot advantage, his height advantage. But if you keep him at the one and two, he still has the same height advantage. So I'm
He only
saying that
has a
to
height
say
advantage at the one.
the
I
two
would,
too.
I would,
I
I would
would say he does
experiment.
at the two.
I would experiment with Jaeger at small forward. If we rest MPJ, you could play Powell,
If he's at the
Nolan,
two,
and
they're gonna
Jaeger
put a wing
together.
on him.
It's not going to look great with Jaeger at the three, of course, because he's not physically where he's at. But I wouldn't mind experimenting with Nolan at the one, Powell at the two, and Jaeger at the three if we rest MPJ the second half of the season. Like
But
let the
how could
rookies
you
play
just a
together,
guy
see what they could create.
at the two? You putting him at a disadvantage, and you putting MPJ at a disadvantage playing the four.
No,
He's
no,
not
MPJ is
athletic
going to
enough
be
to play the two
rested
or the three.
soon. Wait. MPJ is going to be rested soon, Breeze. He's not going to be at no four. Jaeger would be at the three. Powell will be at the two, and Nolan will be at the one. And Wolf, if they shut down Claxton, he's going to be at the five, and Clown is going to
There's
be at the
no way
four.
I'm putting
That's
Diego
just
at the
what they
three
can
with
do.
foot planchitis, bro. I'm not doing it.
It's the second half of the season. I
I'm off.
listen. At the end of the day,
I'm
it's
not doing
experimental at
Jaguars
this point.
neither.
It's not experimenting,
You
bro. You
can't
basically
sit
trying to wear
healthy
him down.
players in the NBA. You get fined for that. You know that, right?
Priest, you do know Claxton might have broke his pinky, and I tell you about that Knicks game. If he was going to be good in that game, I might want to keep him. Claxton, man, we got to trade him, man. If you're keeping MPJ,
Whether
you got
he
to give
was
it to
good
Logan
or bad,
Claxton.
bro, you wanted him gone.
No, listen, you saw it, Leaf. You saw the level of play. He didn't show up
If he
tonight. He
was
showed
good
up
in
a
that
bit,
game, his
but they
trade
broke his
value would have
pinky
got
almost.
higher, bro. You would have wanted him gone.
Listen, at the end of the day, one of Dayron or Clarkson should be dealt. If we're keeping MPJ to be a second or third option, the next best thing you can do is trade Claxton or Dayron, who both have trade value. I think Claxton's value went down a bit
If
because we don't
you
know if his finger's broken or not. But Dayron, the Celtics apparently do want him, but Sean Marks wants a first round pick. So we'll see what happens there. But I think one of these guys will have to get dealt eventually. I don't see this center system working long term right now.
We messed up because the MCL sprain on MPJ is a big ass question mark. We should have traded him while we had the chance.
I was saying that a long time ago, but now you
who
can't
was the
really
dummy
make
that
that
leaked that
definition now.
news?
Twitter, some writer. Who the hell knows, bro? Everything gets leaked nowadays, bro. You
The
can't hide shit.
media again. The media
MPJ
always.
But I mean,
leaked it to Megan
you
Triplett. He
can't
leaked it
hide
to her.
anything anymore, bro. Like, but
The
the fact of the
media.
matter
It might
is,
not even be true. It might not even be true.
the fact of the matter is, bro. The second that the month of December was over, bro, you should have been benching them dudes, bro, and getting them ready for trades.
That
And
might
then if you
even
was
be
gonna
true
trade them,
though. That might not even be
It
true.
always
It
felt
might
like a
not.
long shot with MPJ because of how Jordy utilized him. But Claxton, we could have done something, but now he hurt his pinky, and if it's a fracture injury, I don't see the Mark's getting what he wants, and he's going to hold on to him to the offseason. So already, MPJ, Claxton, your two biggest trade chips off the table. So what do you do after that? Haywood, Cam, like you're getting nothing for those guys. And then I don't want to trade Zaire. Dayron, it depends on if Boston's going to give us a first with Simon's expiring, and that's still in a lot of talk stages. But other than that, the Nets have cap space to use to make some facilitating deals, which is like
and
collect
then
second round picks and maybe an expiring
the
contract or
Cam,
two.
yeah,
So
but
this
the
deadline isn't going to be as good as
Cam
it could have
Thomas
been.
thing, bro. The only way Cam Thomas was getting
Hustle.
dealt was in that 14 deal that I sent y'all on Twitter, bro. Other than that, he wasn't in anything else.
He's going to
That's the
have to
only
be
way he
part of
was
some
getting dealt.
multi-team deal, Leaf. If
We
it's just
can't
by
trade him because he
himself,
got the no
nobody
trade
wants
clause
him.
That's
anyway,
the
bro.
only way he was getting. That's the only way he was getting dealt because guess who else was in that deal? Somebody else that you wanted going. Terrence Mann, you wanted going. You wanted Claxton going. You wanted MPJ going, bro. And now they got lingering injuries. That's question marks, bro, for teams that probably need them. Guess what? Like, yeah, Jimmy Butler did tear his ACL, but that MCL injury, bro, has probably been lingering, bro, for probably since the beginning of the season because MPJ, bro, we all know he plays hurt. He is an absolute warrior, bro. Like, there's no doubt about it. But at the same time, bro, a team that's trying to compete will probably want him as a third option, and they need him, and they need him as a spot up shooter, bro. That MCL injury is probably going to be a big monkey wrench.
I still wonder about Detroit. They lost to Houston on a back-to-back tonight. They're still missing a secondary scorer behind Kate
Hey,
Cunningham, and I still
I just
wonder
want
if
to let
they
y'all
might be willing
know
to
There's
that.
no
Hold on,
way
real
you
quick.
selling them MPJ
Wait,
on an
what, Joey?
MCL injury.
I just wanted to let y'all know that MPJ is the one that leaked this to the media.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
Nobody,
I saw.
nobody leaked it but him. He told
Oh,
the
okay.
media
All
this
right.
himself. He said this has been lingering and going on since the Charlotte game. That
Oh,
he's been
okay.
injured.
All
He
right.
I,
told them
I,
Because
about
he
I
don't
his
know how
think
to keep his
MCL
mouth
personally.
shut.
He
he
needed
leaked that
not to say
intentionally
anything.
because he doesn't want to leave, and I get that. MPJ right now is the head of Jordy's system, but it's also like if you're not fully injured, that doesn't preclude us from not saying, "Oh, MPJ, we're not going to trade you because you have an MCL injury." It's we're still
Bruh,
going to look in the market. Like respectfully.
MPJ ain't the first and he ain't the last, bro. Like just time last year, Struder was the
No,
head
my
of
bad.
Jordan
Orlando
system.
game,
So
not the Charlotte
realistically,
game, the
bro, like
Orlando game, because he got kicked.
the Orlando
Remember, he
game.
got kicked in the back of the knee in that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
did
I
get kicked
saw
in the
that. I
back of
remember
the
that. It was a tweak. It was
Yeah,
like a little tweak, but he was dunking
but,
tonight.
but
How many times did MPJ dunk? Like 3, 4 times. I'm like, I gotta have an MCL sprain. If he had an MCL sprain, he ain't dunking the ball at the hoop. Like, come on.
I think. Listen, the main thing that we got on the money tonight, bro, in terms of this whole conversation that's been going on for over an hour, is Nolan Traore, bro. Like he needs to be playing more minutes. I agree with Breezy on that
Starting
part, bro.
point guard, bro.
Yeah. Listen, and I'm not fighting you on that part no more, bro. Like where we disconnect, bro, is the fact that and I think Big Priest hit it on the head, bro. Like Yegor is we probably going to see the best of Yegor when he gets stronger, when he can move people out the way because he can't get by
Right,
nobody.
right.
So right
So
now,
what
bro,
you
like
saying? He the
he's
best.
stuck at.
All right, so
What
like,
I'm
hold on.
what
Let's
I'm
just
what I'm
say that.
saying is
Hold
what the reason why he at the one. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the reason why he's still at the one because that's his best advantage. His best and only advantage is the fact that he's 6'9", but he only weigh a buck 90. He's still light in the ass. The second that you put him at the two, they gonna put wings on him, bro. That's about 6'6", 6'7", more athletic. Could get up there, could get to his spots, could beat him to his spots, and they could all have the better of him offensively because defensively he's a piece of shit. So
on,
realistically, bro, like I think he had a disadvantage if he go outside of the one. The reason why he playing 21 minutes is not only because of Nolan Traore, it's because a lot of his weaknesses on the court are getting exposed.
bro. But what I'm saying is, I'm not blocking Nolan Traore's play development at the point guard because I'm stubborn and I'm keeping Yegor at the motherfucking point guard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing that, bro, because
Maybe
that's what I
maybe it,
think is
maybe it's
happening.
time to admit Yegor. Maybe it's time to admit Yegor, bro, is a part of a system of number 8 picks that are not going to thrive in this league.
Leaf.
No, I'm not
It's
saying
been
that.
three
I'm
months, Leaf.
saying
But you
that.
can't
I'm not
fully
I
saying.
go
don't
there. Come
care.
on.
I don't
No,
Listen,
care.
listen,
I
you
don't
listen,
cannot
care.
care,
listen.
but you expect this guy
I
to
don't
create
care.
magic instantly. He's had his moments. He's had struggles. That's what being a lottery pick or a rookie is in the NBA. But you know what? He works through it. Again, wasn't great tonight, but you know what? He's been working a lot at getting better. Just like whoever just said it, until he gets stronger, you're not going to see him be physically impactful like you want to be. Right now, he's making most of his bread from the threes, like a Clay Thompson right now. But if he gets stronger, he might be more than just a Clay Thompson that can knock down
If
threes. You have to see
if
it
we
play
if we
out.
got if we got to wait 7 years for him to get stronger, like we
7 years?
waited seven
Oh,
years
leave.
You don't
for
have to
Claxton
wait
to
You
get
got to
seven
stop the
years.
crash
triple.
outs, leave. Come on,
7 years is
man.
crazy,
This is
bro. Come on.
this is not crazy, bro. Because look at the players that we drafted already, bro. Like he's the only lottery pick, and we focus on him. And Big Priest, bro, said said the thing that made the most sense. When he gets stronger, we don't know when that is. We don't.
Might be in
We
a
do
year.
know
Who's crashing out?
every year when a young player has an off season with an NBA strength training group and all those things, you see them come back with stronger, especially guys with his frame. He's a kid that can put weight in. His frame is built for him to put weight in. Um,
Okay.
when you watch what he does, he knows how to probe the defense. He just can get knocked off his spot because he's not as strong as grown men in the NBA.
Yo,
So
he do got a real beard, nigga. Stop playing. That nigga do got a real
so
beard.
when you
Wow.
allow him to put that strength on, so it's like almost what I'm hearing, Breeze. You
My
you
nigga
wanna
got a
you
real
wanna
beard.
stop his development to focus on Traore's development when we should be developing all the
I
kids,
saw him.
not
Hold
No,
on.
you right. You right. We
No,
should
no,
be
no.
developing all the
Hold
kids.
on. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, far as what you ask for from a point guard in the NBA, you asking him to drive and kick to facilitate. You need him to touch the paint. You need him to get past the
that
three
depends
point
on the
line.
system though.
But bro, what I'm saying is, as far as us having a point guard, it's
It's
only
every
going one
team
thing to
has a
go.
different system.
But
Every team has a
listen,
different system and asks
that
different things from their point guard.
listen, that offense got totally exposed when you play 90% of your offense above the 3 point line. If you don't get if you don't get inside the 3 point line in this league, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Even Steph
That's
Curry had a
true.
little floater, bro. Even and again, the best players in the game, whether it be Shea, whether it be
But how
Giannis,
long did it take
going
for these
inside the
guys
three
that you're
point line,
mentioning to develop that though? Shea wasn't
bro.
always doing that.
But
Steph
what I'm
wouldn't always do that. And you're
but
picking
what
the
I'm
best of
saying
the best too.
Listen. What I'm saying is to be more specific, right? Since we, don't see eye to eye with this, we'll go to the stats and we'll look at Diego shot attempts, and you'll see how many 3 pointers he took out of all of the field goals he took, and you'll see how many 2 pointers he took out of all of the field goals he took. I'm making my decision contingent on his shot selection. His shot selection is more above the 3 point line than it is inside the 3 point line. So he
It's
wants to
only
shoot the
year
ball.
one though,
He
Breeze.
really
Like, how you know
wants
he's
to
not
shoot
gonna
the
switch it up in year two?
I'm
What
just
the
saying. So
problem
When he
let's
is,
get when
the
he gets
problem is
stronger.
we're talking about the players. This is the same problem I had with class. Moving in the past, right? When people was talking about his weaknesses, but when you saw when the team and the coaching staff expanded his role, what more good he can do for you. We don't know, excuse me, what the role is that they're asking of Yegor. They might say, okay, you're one of our better shooters, so right now we're going to use you as a spot up shooter until so on and so forth. We don't know.
No, that's a fair point from
bruh.
Freeze. And even with Drake Powell, do you
Even
guys see his
I'm
mid
talking
range
about.
shot tonight? Drake Powell was
Only
good
thing
I'm
we
tonight.
not.
can do,
No, I'm
only
not.
thing
But
we
what
can
I'm
do,
saying is,
we can
listen,
talk
listen, brother.
about what we want the players to do, but we are not in that locker room. We ain't at the practices. We ain't
No,
in the
bro. I feel where you're coming from, bro. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what we do know. What we do know is right. This is Yego's stats. He took 227 3-pointers. Now I was looking for how many field goals he had out of 227 3-pointers, and I couldn't find it. But I probably could find it through advanced stats or something. But my point is that he preferred the three over the two. Now, even if that's what they asking for him, if you talk about blocking player development, we're blocking Nolan Traore. If you moder, if you kind of like stifle, in my opinion, Nolan Traore's
this
potential,
background noise.
Yeah,
I
somebody's
don't know.
background noise is getting wildly.
I think it's
Yeah,
Louis.
let me see. Yeah, it was. It
Nah,
was.
that might have been me with them big ass wing, cause I live
Nah,
right
that
on the
wasn't
beach,
you.
yo. Oh,
Nah,
that
that
wasn't me.
wasn't you. Nah, nah.
Oh, you're outside,
But
peoples. Oh,
Yo, John, it's dumb brick outside, y'all.
yo,
But
hold
I had
on,
to.
bro,
man.
it's
Y'all
gonna be a
making me lose my
snowstorm. What are
train
you
of
doing
thought, man.
outside?
Hold
Get
on,
inside the
man.
house,
Niggas
bro.
never got weather
Oh,
reports and shit, man. Hold on, man. Let me finish what I was saying. Oh, hold on. Damn. I was trying to say that Diego he should play the two over the one. As far as playing development, putting Diego in a bad spot. I mean, you putting Nolan Traore in a bad spot. You putting him in a bad situation because now you're gonna get on the bench because of what? Because Drake Powell is outplaying him? No. Diego outplaying him? No. He's outplaying he outplaying Wolf. I remember
I don't
saying
think
Bro, why
so.
y'all,
What
hold on.
Breeze, why is
he's
Drake
taking
Powell
it
in this
better,
combo?
but
Bro,
you got maybe a little
Hold on.
careful there.
Before you make the point, bro, you gotta take Drake Powell out of this combo. He's not a point. Y'all gotta
but they
stop
be
putting
putting
Powell
him.
Right. He's a
in the
scoring
point
guard.
They be giving him
conversation.
point guard duties,
Two.
bro. They be giving him
That
point
don't
because
that
he
don't mean
know
they was giving Terrence Mann point guard duties. That don't
That
mean
was a
because
bad
like
Jordy
Diego is in the
decision,
lineup.
Breeze.
Everybody that's next to Diego get point guard duties. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
but what
Terrence
Priest
Mann
is
ain't got no
saying is
business to
y'all
having 6 assists. Hold on, Terrence Mann ain't got no business having 6 assists. He ain't have no 6 assists with the Clippers and none of those other places where they had him at the two guard. They got him at the two guard because Diego on the lineup and they don't really like Diego at the one. They want him at the two. Bro, he's 6'8", and y'all say he 190, he 200.
that don't mean you should play the two. Look
He's
at the
not what I
twos in
would.
the league. Are you kidding me? You will get destroyed.
Bro,
He's not a
nah,
natural scoring
nah.
guard, Breeze.
He will
He's
I
a
get
don't want
technician
destroyed
him
at the
guy.
playing.
in the
He's
league.
not
I
a
I
don't
don't
natural
want
want him
him
scoring
there,
playing the
guard.
bro.
two,
Playing
playing
Matthew
versus
Rule.
Anthony Edwards and all those
Like, do
guys.
you imagine
I
him
don't.
guarding Ant? Are you kidding me?
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be really bad.
That's taking it too
Donovan
far, man.
Mitchell.
That's taking it too
Oh
far.
man.
Donovan
You
Mitchell,
would have
Devin
to.
Booker? No, I'm good off that, bro.
Jalen Brown. Oh wait, that was tonight. No, Jay was
I'm
tonight.
good off that. I'm good off that. I'd rather put Powell in that position than I would ever put Diego Diom in
See,
that
and
All right,
position.
so hold on.
That's why Drake
So hold
Powell's
on, hold on,
important to
hold on.
starting line
Listen,
because of what he gives you
listen.
defensively.
All right, so
You can't have a
hold on.
Jaeger or
Listen,
Nolan
listen. No, no, no.
backcourt.
Hold
That
on,
would be
hold on,
horrible
hold on.
defense.
Listen, this is my point. Out of 8 field goals, he takes 6 3-pointers. You see my point? He taking 6 pointers, 6 3-pointers out of 8 field goals. You can't tell me we shouldn't have him at the two. This is not what you want your point guard. This is not what your point guard do. And hold on.
That
What else?
depends on the
Hold on, hold on,
system.
Everybody,
hold on.
every
Let
You're
me
point
finish.
guard
Let
incorrect.
takes
me
threes, though.
That's
That's
not
not
hold
correct.
on,
true. Yeah, that's not
That's not
correct.
correct.
bro.
That
That
Why
is
that's
not
not
depends on
correct
the
at
correct?
system
all.
Why that's not correct?
because that depends on the system. It depends on the
Bro,
system.
Jordy's
You can
system is come on, man. You already know it's 95% 3 pointers and 5% 2 pointers. That's the system, man. Stop
Luca
playing.
take the
Not
most
not a
threes
good
that
system.
you ever seen. Luca takes a lot of threes. Oh, we gonna put him at the two guard now? No,
Yes.
like he's a natural one. He's a horrible defender, yes, but his strength is at the one. He has the advantage.
Hmm.
He's a tall jumbo point guard. He shoots threes. Yes, Yegor might be one of them. Kay Cunningham, a jumbo point guard. Yes, Kay Cunningham shoots threes too. But that don't mean you put him at the two. His strength is at the one. He has the advantage. That's the same thing with Yegor. He's 6'9". If you make him stronger, which he will get because the kid has awareness, he knows
That's
he
what
has to get stronger. You put him at the one, that will be his advantage. He will just be able to shoot over guys. That don't mean you put him at the two.
You
You
know, it'd
leave
be
him at the
interesting.
one.
You know what's interesting about that experiment, the 1 and 2? You could technically close with Nolan and Yegor. If you have Nolan run point in closing minutes because he showed you could do it tonight, then Yegor does become a catch and shoot threat because he has the clutch gene. So the only way I see them two working together is maybe in a closing situation, as opposed to the
Breeze.
actual
If we had
game itself.
Concanapo,
That doesn't
I would
quite
be
work
with you.
during the
If we
longevity of the
had
game.
Concanapo, I would be with you 100%. If you talking about Concanapo on this team, yes, that could work. But his strength in BYU was pick and rolls. Like he was a point guard at BYU. They're not doing it.
but
I
that's
don't
on
know
Jordy.
why
That's
he
on Jordy
uses
for not
flips,
running
but this
pick
Jordy
and
not
rolls
running
for them.
pick and rolls. Right. If you run more pick and rolls from him, you will see his strength as a point guard. There's no reason why he shouldn't be running the pick and roll with Clax, with Wolf, with Clowney. They're just doing drop hands off at the 3 point line. Claxton's at the 3 point line looking for MPJ. Clowney's at the 3 point line looking for MPJ. And they're just standing at the 3 point line doing drop handoffs. So of course you're not
Man,
gonna see Yego's strength because he's
that's
just standing there doing drop handoffs and he's in the corner waiting for a three or
that's
Nah,
whatever
I'm
the case
saying,
may
I'm
be.
saying, but no, but what I'm saying, it's enough room in Jordy been in this playbook to add that. Even if that's your go-to, your bread and butter, that's what you're gonna go to when you ain't got nothing else, right? You want them to know that just off of if that's what we go to, right? But no, this is the audible. You gotta have audibles. Everybody, you gotta have audibles when you got a playbook. You feel what I'm saying? Let that be the audible. You don't gotta make the priority offense the P and R or Yago, but put it in there somewhere. You know what I mean?
I tell you this, our big should have more
But
dunks than
that's the
MPJ.
issue.
MPJ
When we're
like three
talking
dunks
about
tonight,
Jaguar,
man. He
he's
should have
not
more dunks
being
than him.
used to his he's not being utilized to his strengths at the end of the day.
Jordy's got to fix his playbook. I think we all have identified what's wrong with the playbook, and I think once you rest
There's
MPJ,
no real
these
ball
rookies will get
movement.
to play better.
Even with I think Breeze, you like more players that can go one on one off the bounce. But when you're talking about a guy that is 6'9", can see over the defense, great in the pick and roll. I've seen him operate in the pick and roll at times this season, and it looked good. But we don't do it. We don't do it enough.
And why is
Exactly.
that, Priest?
We don't do none of that enough, bro. And I thought Yegor coming here, well, at least we all thought would help Clax and help these bigs in general because we And I thought know they was that he gonna be can running do the
Mm.
pick it. My and bad, roll. Ellen. And I know that he can Like you do could, it or run on plays because he did it with Schroeder. That's all Schroeder did was run PNR with Clax. exactly.
But what I'm
And that's
saying
what
is, why
you
go away from that? Why go away from that because of personnel? Why, as a coach, see that at work? Like, I did. My thing is lean into it. You don't say all of that stuff about Danny Wolf and not playing him at the point center. Run the offense through him when he on the floor. But because I'm still looking at him for like, okay, like what does he do? Like, yeah, he contributes to the game, but we ain't running offense through him yet. You feel me? And what I will say, what I like about Nolan Traore is that it's kind of like I don't want to say that he go with the flow of the game because I think he's aggressive. I think instead of waiting for the game to come to him, he kind of go get it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I kind of like Nolan Traore, and he got the ball the most. Bro, I'm telling you, I expect more of
But
this thing.
Traore is very inconsistent and very unreliable too with the ball. If you get a
Nah,
heavy dose of him right
listen.
now, okay.
But Big Priest, we this is happening in the middle of the season. I'm not debating that what you say, but what I'm saying is we getting that in the middle of the season. But if they continue to give him minutes, if they continue to just kind of lean into him being a point guard and that making that a real thing, because realistically, in my opinion, Yegor don't look like a point guard. He look like a shooting guard. Ben Saraf, I'm not really dependent on that guy. Danny Wolf, I don't think he's going to be a point guard. You feel what I'm saying? And Drake Powell look like a two guard. So if I went in this draft and got all of these guards, I want one of them to work. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think Nolan worked at the point guard more than any of these players. But I do want Diego at the two. I want Diego at the two, man. And all of the deficiencies y'all talking about, I'm not debating that. I'm saying player develop him on that. Make him a better defender. Make him better at all the other things that y'all like to talk about: the rebounding, the assist, the defending, the deflecting, the passing, the facilitating, the screening, and all of the etc. stuff y'all be talking about outside of scoring.
I'm
You
just
know,
thinking of Yegor going at the two, going up against Herb Jones and seeing how that look. Like I'm just like I get what you're saying. It's just in general that I just don't think it's his advantage, bro. Like and I'm looking at the twos in the league. Like the defensive wise, it counts, bro. A lot of the twos, if they not the star players, they 3-and-D wings. Drake Powell fits that. Like he's 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. He pretty much fits that mold of the prototypical two guard who
so
you can
what are
put
you
as a
doing?
point
What
and
are you
attack
doing with
defender.
Nolan Traore after tonight's game, bro? You just putting him on a bench and you feel me?
Play them
Like what
together.
happened after tonight?
Play if you're gonna start Nolan, put Nolan at the one, put Drake at the two, and I'm with John. Y'all not gonna like it, but shoot, explore with Jaeger at the three. I'm not holding. I'm
Y'all
with
say all
Priest.
of that
We
shit
don't
about
gotta
him at
hold
the
all
two
the.
guard,
We
but
don't
what about him at the three?
hold. Let's at the end of the day, it's not an advantage or not. You if they drafted him to be a multi-positional guy, you have to see what he looks like at that area. Yes, he does. He's not strong enough as of yet, but realistically, put him there so you can see what he got to deal with. They did the same thing with Franz Wagner and Denny before he got traded. Franz was sometimes at the one in Orlando, and sometimes he was at the three. He went in the offseason, got stronger, got the 220, and now he's an official small forward. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is, yeah, see how we experiment, see how we got to go up against bigger guys, which eventually he's going to have to do. Which, when he went for that dunk against Brooke Lopez, that's what he said. Like, yeah, I'm going to have to start doing this eventually. I'm going up against bigger guys. Like, he's going to have to do that eventually, bro. You're just shooting him from his development. Like, yes, he can have the advantage,
I'll
I'm
but
put
not.
it
I'm
like
gonna say.
this.
I'm
I'll
gonna
put
say.
it
I
like
get.
this. Real
I
quick,
hear you,
Breeze.
bro.
I'll put it
But
like this. I've
yeah,
seen more
I'm still.
positive
I'm
things
still a
from
little
Jaguar
hesitant
than
on
I
that.
have from I've seen more positive from Jaguar than I have from Nolan. Just period point blank.
You say what?
Then you say you seen a better play than
I've
Nolan.
seen more
Nolan
I've
played
seen
better
more
tonight though.
positives. Yeah, no, this is one game though. I've seen more
Yeah, I mean,
positives
he's
from
skinny,
Jaguar this season
He's
than I
skinny.
have from Nolan. Period.
At the point guard
He needs to put
position?
on weight, man.
Because
He's too
I know
Period.
skinny.
I
I'm not trying
mean,
to know.
in
I'm not
general.
debating who's the better player. That's not my debate. I'm saying who's a better point guard. I'm not saying that Nolan Traore is a better player than Yo-Yo Domen. I'm saying for what we are looking for at the point guard position, where do we see that? Well, who's comfortable doing that? Those things. And I see it more than Nolan Traore. I see Yo-Yo, he like to shoot. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm telling you, like I'm watching the game and then I'm telling you what I see, bro. He's going to take the three before the two. If he gets to the rim, I seen him get. He looked more comfortable taking the three, and that's what I say.
Steph do the same thing.
Well,
Who?
this is the last time we're gonna draft somebody who's 6'4", breezy. It's gonna be the last guy.
But what I'm
It's gonna be the
most
last guy right
point
here.
guards in the NBA is shooting, bro. It may not be like I see what you mean with Jaeger, but point guards, all the point guards in the NBA shoot taking threes. Like it's not a normal thing. Like They
Nah,
gon'
you
they gon'
see
balance the game though. The only
you
thing I
see
would say most point
When
guards have over
Nolan
Diego is that
layup got blocked.
they go to the paint.
You see, you remember when Nolan got his layup blocked? When you drive like that, you can't bring layup like that in the NBA, man. It's different, man. NBA is different, Breezy. You know, he's young and he's gonna learn. He got his shit swatted. He's gonna know next time. Well, he's still gonna make that mistake again. He's gonna try to make the layup, and somebody gonna block him again until he gonna learn. You can't do that shit. You gotta try to reverse that layup, or you gotta dunk that shit, man. You gotta
Yeah,
you gotta dunk that shit. There's no other
but some
way,
of yeah, no, but
Breezy.
some of it is still good because you're making the defense react, and a lot of things can happen just by shaking things up. And
But
again, like
you
I
know that
said,
was
I
an
don't
easy block
expect
for the
them.
guy though. It was an
Yeah, yeah,
easy
no, it
block for
was,
the guy.
but I don't expect him to be perfect. I expect him to try, and that's what he did. And again, like I said, far as touching the paint, he touched the ball paint more than Yegor. Drake Powell, like I said, Drake Powell, they all talented. Yegor and Drake, they didn't miss on the talent. But yo, some of that is hunger. You don't think mindset be separate players being from good to great? Being from wanting it to, oh, I'm just coming to work. And I'm not saying that this is the case, but I'm just saying
To be
somebody
fair,
like
Nolan
Nolan,
don't
you
always
said it,
take most
you
shots.
said it, you said it at the start of the show. You say, yo, no, you said, yo, Nolan, he a dog. He a dog, bro. You just look at his face. He looked like all he want to do is play basketball and win. You know what I
To
mean?
be Nolan wasn't putting up 13 shot attempts this whole season though. Like if I gotta give free stat, like he
You know,
wasn't really aggressive like that until like
it's going,
honestly this game
guys,
recently.
it's going perfect. All the rookies playing minutes, and then besides weird 50-point losses or some shit, competitive games, and give out at the end. That's beautiful. That's all we want. Just give out at the end, man. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a, 94-90 game. Opponent is up. You know what I'm saying? And like 2 minutes left. And they trying. And then the other team, bangs off the backboard or whatever. And boom, just miraculously. That's the losing teams gonna find a way to lose games, Breezy. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's already the air is already pretty much almost flat out of all the players. They know it's 12 and 31. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yo,
The
hold
what do you call
on.
that? What do you call
Oh,
the
okay. Listen,
confidence is almost
hold on,
gone,
y'all.
Breezy. Confidence
Hold on,
almost
y'all.
gone.
I just wanted to again because I get that y'all don't agree with me, but I just want y'all at least to understand my logic. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll say this, and then we could go forward, right? Now I did find the stat that I was looking for. Diego Domin took 227 3-pointers. He took 323 shots. He took
That's insane.
90%.
That's
He
insane.
took most of his shots has been 3-pointers. Now, mind you, he made 93 pointers, but he made 130 field goals. So that means he made 40 field goals, 2-pointers, and 90 uh um
3 pointers.
three-pointers. That's
It's not good.
obviously showing
That's
you
not
he
good.
want to shoot the ball, bro. I'm not saying it's not
It's
good.
not good.
I'm just
No,
saying
I
this is
mean, you know
why
what I mean, Breezy.
he
That's
shouldn't be
he's
the
not
point
attacking the
guard, bro.
basket. He's not attacking the
Right,
basket, Breezy.
bro. He's not
He's
a
not attacking it.
bro. How is he attacking the
Bro, a lot of
basket,
point guards wasn't doing that in the
But,
beginning when they first came to the league
Breezy,
though.
we gonna when we draft it in the top four, you already know it's gonna happen because it's just the faith. This time is gonna be faith, and when we get that, we're gonna get that guy who's gonna be
Man,
hungry
forget all
to the
that.
rim,
It's
attacking
a
the
lot
rim.
of
He's gonna be
guys. A
hungry.
lot of
Yeah,
guys when they come into the
next
league
guy, next guy
have
is gonna
that
be
kind of
hungry.
discrepancy, especially when
Yeah,
they're knocking down shots. When
exactly.
guys are
Like
hitting their 3-point shots, people tend to go more towards the 3-point shot because it's worth more. That's just that's just what the
it's more
NBA you're
point
in. This
ball,
is not
bro.
the 90s though. That's just the NBA. I had to adjust.
But
Bro,
everybody
This is
no,
thinks
just
no,
the
they
NBA
I
Warriors.
we
don't think
need.
you
I'm saying
understand what
everybody
I'm
thinks they
saying.
Warriors
What
though.
I'm saying is,
Stupid. It's
I'm saying
stupid.
the way that Nolan Traore is playing
And
basketball,
you
you
know,
can't put
and you know
Yego
how it's a fact though,
point
real
guard.
quick, Breeze.
Hold on, listen, let me finish. You can't have Yego starting over Nolan at the point guard position when you could easily slide Yego to the two, because it's not like Drake Powell's dominating that position. Terrence Mann is not dominating that position. Like, you could just easily have two rookies starting just like that.
Y'all
It's
were
not
just for
like
no one starting it at the
But
Orlando game.
this is the
Now,
problem,
now you
right?
got to come off the
This is the
bench.
problem, right?
make that regular. Oh,
When
he
you
got to
talk
go.
about the NBA today, everybody on this panel probably agree that LaMelo Ball can get to the hole whenever he feel like it.
Nah,
But
you can't. You got game though. He just gets
this
injured.
dude
He gets injured.
this dude
He got
shoots
game.
way more threes probably than he shoots twos. And he's athletic. He can get to the rim. He can finish at the rim. This is the NBA you're looking at today. It
And
just
shout out
Bro,
to
is
the
what it
they
Hornets.
is.
They've
got
been
a
on
point
fire
Nolan,
though.
guard.
Shout
Exactly.
out
you
to
They
the
know
got
Most of
a
part
your
of the
point,
reason,
most of your point guards are shooting, bro.
nah,
you know
man.
part of the reason that Nolan goes to the hole more because he sucks at shooting. He's not a good shooter at this point of
Bro,
his
they got
career.
a
Excuse me.
6'10" two guard. What about that part? Like,
What
Who?
you
they gotta
talking about?
make him a two guard.
Who got
And
6'10" two guard?
Charlotte, they got Brandon Miller,
But Melo is the same
Miller was
height as Rhaegar though.
yeah, Miller's 6'8", like around 6'8".
but he the two guard, right?
No, Melo is
Right,
the
but
point guard.
No, I know
Brandon
Melo's
Miller
the point guard,
is
but
a
I'm talking about Brandon Miller. He the two guard.
yeah,
But
Brandon
I
Miller's a
wasn't
two
talking
guard because
about him though.
that's his
No,
game.
I'm
He was
making
a
a point that
scorer.
Yago and Brandon Miller, they the same height and they play two guard. Yago could play two guard.
No,
No,
Brandon
no,
Miller is
Bree, that's
6'10",
not why Bree.
6'11".
That's no, but
No
that's
way.
not why Miller's at
No
the
way. He's not
two, bro.
6'10".
Miller's
No
at
way.
the
And
two
I wasn't
because
talking
he's
about Brandon Miller. I was
winging
talking
him.
about LaMelo Ball. I wasn't talking about Brandon Miller.
No,
Right,
Yeah, no,
Miller's at the two because he's a better
Lamelo is
scorer,
he's
bro.
an exciting player. He's an exciting player. Even
Miller's
though
not.
he's
Miller
never
was
gonna
never a
win no
point guard.
championship like that
hold on,
with that
let us
guy.
play. Go ahead, Big Priest.
Mm.
Let him play.
Yeah, what I was saying is because of the way they play in the NBA today, and whether you look at LaMelo Ball, whether you look at guys like Damian Lillard, even a guy like Drew Holiday, who early in his career was more in the paint, shoots way more threes now. You see a guy on a fast break run straight to the 3-point line. But this is the NBA. Like I said, the reason that Yegor will shoot more at the rim is because he's not as accomplished or good of a 3-point shooter. If Yegor was shoot, or excuse me, if Nolan was shooting 45% from three or whatever the number is, you would be mad at him too, because he would shoot more threes. Period.
Bruh, I'm saying I'm looking at both Yago and Nolan play basketball for
And
the
and
Brooklyn.
Yegor is a better
And I'm
playmaker.
saying,
Even if the numbers don't show it right now, he's a better playmaker.
I'm watching the game. I'm just not like I'm just recapping the box score.
How
I'm
about
watching the game,
maybe
bro.
they're
Nolan
both
is
not
finding
great
guys
point
when you get
guards.
past the
They're both
3-point line,
they're
bro.
not great point
But
guards.
we not saying we just
All
saying
the
just
3-point.
but just because he's shooting through the three. My thing is just because he's shooting threes don't make him a two, bro. Like realistically,
No, that's not how it works.
The Brandon Miller comparison, bro. Brandon Miller in Alabama, he is a natural 2/3.
No, he was a
He's an
three at
athlete,
Alabama. He was a
right?
three at Alabama.
But he's at the two.
Yegor never
Their
played the
play
two.
styles is two completely different play styles, bro. Brandon
And
Miller's not looking at
Brandon
from the
Miller is
pass.
decent, but I think he's overrated though.
Yegor is
He's
a
overrated.
PNR creator. Yegor is a PNR creator. If you don't run the PNRs, how will he create? You're not
Exactly.
having them do.
Brandon Miller
If
is
you're
more of
get
the
see,
ISO
we
scorer.
keep
Nah,
talking
you
about.
can't break the guys one on one all the
Hold on,
time.
real quick.
That
Hold
doesn't
on,
work
real
like
quick.
that.
Jordy can
If
run the
we
Nah.
PNL.
keep if we keep talking about what the players are doing on the court, and we're not looking at what the game plan is asking for them to do, he already can get pulled at any moment. So then you want him to go against the game plan to I guess make all of us happy when he already can get pulled at any moment. You think he was happy sitting on the bench?
All right, so hold on. I just again, we just want to agree to disagree. I just want to go to the next part of the title because I'm gonna end the show at 2 hours. Um, So some of us agree that Nolan Traore should start at the point guard. I think most of us agree, but we don't know if Diego should be the two, the three. We disagree with Diego. What happened with Diego? Me, I think we should start him
I
at the
don't
two,
know what
but
the
it's
hell.
still
Don't
up
nobody
if
want
they
Diego to
just
play
start
the two
because
but you.
right, right. That's fine. That's fine.
He said
Different
some of us
roles.
think that Jaguar
Yeah,
should play the two or the three. Like, come
right,
on, man.
right. No, not the three, the two, not the three, the two. All right, so and that's only because I don't want to stifle Nolan Traore. I want him to play the point immediately. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like let him get to start. Well, Ben Sarab started already. Like I'm not holding him back.
While you're switching the topics, I'm finna look up Jaguar or Nolan's game logs to see how many good games he's actually had.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever happened to Ben? Ben never gonna come up to the big league. What the fuck is going on with Ben, man? He's in the G League and shit. He's just been playing in G League. Damn. He
I
never
don't
gonna
know.
play no games
Hold
in
on,
Brooklyn.
hold
I
on,
mean, Barclays. Shit.
and also, what I want to say
Huh.
is, and then we all can speak on this before I close out. Is the next second option is open, it's up for grabs. Nobody has that job. Obviously, y'all know me want Cam Thomas. I'm an advocate for him being the second option on his team, getting that many shots up. But I would say that it is a hard, it's uphill battle when his field goal percentage is under 50%. So what I will say is it's an open space for somebody to be the two option. Do we agree that MPJ should be the one option, or should he slide the two, and we should look for a number one option? I think it's up for grabs. But for right now, I think they should, especially if they want to raise Cam Thomas trade value, play him at the number two option, up his shot attempts, and see if you know what I mean. He could follow up because again, all of this is probably part of the conversation is because they don't start Cam Thomas in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, without Cam Thomas being the second option, we don't have a clear second option. I think it's fair to say the coaches try with Noah Clowney, definitely give Claxton more run. They want to go to Drake Powell. I just think he don't want it. Definitely went to Yegor. I just think he don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Zaire put up 15 shots. I don't think he's a number two option. Danny Wolf, they ain't really going to him yet. And it's in Nolan Traore. I think they like what they see. I'm not saying they're gonna make Nolan Traore the second option, but I think this ain't the first game you're gonna see him with 10 plus shot attempts. I think you're going to probably look for more of the same um Sunday's game.
He's had other games where with 10 plus shot attempts, but he shot like shit.
Yeah,
Um,
no, bro, I'm telling you, he played bad, bro, and it's all in the beginning part of the season. He had bad games,
no, this was
and
just like versus Washington recently, where when was that Washington game? A couple weeks ago, where we lost
yeah,
by
yeah, no,
20.
no, no, yeah, yeah, no, definitely, bro. He had bad games, but what I'm saying is, I don't think Yegor got the point guard position on a lot, and it's not like he looked more comfortable at the point guard than the two guard. He looked like he
But
more comfortable at the two than the one. That's all I'll
I,
be
I
saying.
disagree. I disagree. But you say we agree to disagree. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm
think
not saying
when
I
you
disagree
looking
to
at
disagree.
Yegor's game log and Traor's game logs, Yegor has been much more consistent. Whether it is, and Traor has had like in the past couple weeks, like 3 or 4 games where he took more threes than twos. So that's that kind of I don't know what we're doing. I'm trying
all
to
right,
figure it
so
out, but
but not but we again we agree to disagree. But what about the second option? Like how do you feel about the second option on Brooklyn Nets?
I think the second option can be a multiple of things. I don't know what we're doing with Cam Thomas. So whether I think it could sometimes it look like it can be Noah Clowney. Sometimes it look like it can be Yegor, because Yegor has had a stretch where he was balling and hitting game winners and all that. Um Sometimes it look like it can be Claxton, although people won't like to hear that. But so I don't know what the plan is because and that has a lot to do. I know Jordy can get the most out of limited talent, but as far as effort is concerned, But we need to start doing more as far as X's and O's are concerned to really see what these guys can do. I don't understand a lot of the times what our goal is. So before we can define roles, who's number one, number two, number three, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, we need to start seeing more as far as a game plan perspective offensively to where we're getting guys in actions that can uh get the best out of some of these guys, including
All right,
Yegor, including Nolan, including Drake Powell. Why ain't we running some stuff to get Drake Powell going downhill where he can put pressure on the rim? We're not doing any of those things.
bro. Again, I listen. I'm just trying to go around the panel. I heard what you said. I just again like everybody ain't going to agree with each other. You know what I'm saying? I just want to try to get a general consensus. Shout out to Big Priest. We're gonna go to Leaf. Y'all can subscribe to Leaf at Leaf 4788. Leaf, talk to us, man. What you think about the second option on the Brooklyn Nets? What you think they should? Which overall, how you feel about it? All right, we're gonna come back to Leaf. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn LM, talk to us.
Um, I mean, I'm with Preach. I think the second option varies. Like, we don't really have a clear second option. Like, it comes and goes. Until someone on this team really steps up, besides MPJ and be consistent, then second option is up for grabs. But like we said, I don't know how we're gonna know that if plays is not being ran for other guys. If you're just running plays for MPJ, what does that leave for everybody else? How does everybody else get involved in the offense? You're just doing drop handles to MPJ, and teams is reading that. Once you take him out the game, who steps up? Like, you're not gonna know who steps up if plays is not being ran for them. Like, put Powell in certain situations, put Yeager in situations, put Wolf in situations. Like, run these guys that'll learn sooner or later, bro. Once you're in the NBA, you're in the NBA. All of that, yeah, you're a rookie, but this the big leagues. You're gonna have to evolve sooner or later. And with me, I'm on the sooner side.
Brooklyn
Like,
LM, Brooklyn LM. You know I don't like to jump the gun because I said that shit with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. But I will say this. Remember, I also said pay attention to the stats between the starting and the bench backcourt. The starting backcourt and the bench backcourt. Pay attention to what Yeager and Drake Powell do together productively on the court together, and what Cam Thomas and Nolan Traore do on the court together. And it's funny to me because Nolan Traore don't look for Cam Thomas. I'll be tight. He really don't be looking for Cam Thomas. He be looking for him like the second option, third option type shit. I'd be like, oh shit, he passing away from Cam Thomas. I said this.
Part of that though is because in the starting lineup we got one set dribble handoff to MPJ. That's part of the reason why a lot of other guys don't. When we get shots from Clowney off of offensive rebounds, with Clax kick it back out, or secondary actions to where Clowney can get a wide open three. If it's a play being ran with that starting unit, it's being ran for Michael Porter Jr. Period. That's
exactly.
part of the
And I
issue.
think that goes to your complaint, Breeze, about why Powell probably doesn't score more. Because they're probably running a play for MPJ to get the ball. Like, if they're running plays for Drake Powell, I'm sure he'll. Oh, okay, coach is running this for me. I bet. Let's get it. And he's going to get his points. Like, a lot of the times, besides the plays for MPJ, it looks like we just free balling. Like, it's freestyle.
That's
Yeah,
Like,
just
now
like
Nolan
that's just like in the NFL when you're running a passing play that's supposed to go to a certain guy and they get mad at the other guys for not running hard. You see what I'm saying? When they know they're not
exactly,
gonna get the ball. You see what I'm saying?
exactly,
It's kind of like that.
exactly. Like, Jordy got to switch it up on the X and O's area. Like, he has to get more guys involved. Diego is our lottery pick. At the end of the day, explore more options with him. Run more pick and rolls with him. Get him more involved in the pick and rolls. Like, y'all know y'all watch his BYU tape. Like, get him involved in the pick and roll with Claxton. Claxton should be. Yegor and Claxton should have the most pick and roll action on this team. Period.
Did the Lakers do that shit with Luca and
Hold on,
Yeah,
let us spread the
DeAndre
gospel.
Ayton and
Hold on, let us spread the
oh
gospel.
my bad.
Go ahead, spread the
My bad, my
gospel,
bad,
brother
my bad.
LM. He said
no,
Diego should be running the PNR.
every time. It was like Chris said, Luca and freaking eight. They do that
Ayton
every play.
and
Every
Ayton ain't even a
play.
PNR big.
Exactly. Like they do that every play. Like run it with Claxton, get him more involved in the offense. He'll probably be averaging more if they was doing that. Like it just makes no sense to me. It can't be just MPJ centered and everybody's on the 3-point line. At least at this point, you can get Yegor probably putting more pressure towards the rim, going to the paint, and you can find Claxton for the lob. Like, or he can just pull up for the mid range, which he has been doing over the past few games. It may not been a lot, but he's shown this in his game. It's in his area. He's working on it. Like that's why I just want to see. That's why at BYU he was doing it and he was excelling at. So yeah,
Yeah,
Jordy got switched
BYU
up.
bigs was not that good. Keeping it real with you. Last
Yeah,
year,
they wasn't. They wasn't. So I mean, it's on Jordy. Jordy, I feel like Jordy got to just switch up the X's and O's, and he has to switch up the offense more and stop having everybody on the 3-point line.
But they had that effective pick and roll guy, the big guy for BYU though, with
Even if
Igor.
like, why is Wolf
Hmm.
and Yeager not doing pick and rolls? That should be cinema. Like the pick and pop there would be lovely. Why is that not being ran? Or even with Wolf, Wolf should be running pick and rolls with Clax. Why we never see the Wolf lob to Claxton? Like it's just I don't know. Like everything is just so
it's a
MPJ
lot of stuff
centered.
we can be doing offensively that would make it very hard for us to defend that we don't do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
y'all imagining?
you're gonna put pressure on MPJ by I mean the MCL tier is true. I mean you playing he what played 40 minutes tonight? I mean, you sure you want to be putting him through all that strain? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yo, at some point we're gonna have to start resting MPJ, man. Stop. Don't play around because he might hurt sometimes. Get a W here and then. We don't need that. Yeah, everybody know y'all know, man. Y'all know we don't need that
And if
shit.
we keep
It is
MPJ,
against the
if we keep
rules to
MPJ, like we
rest healthy players.
Yeah, let's go to Notorious about the second option, man. Well, I just wanted to go around the panel. But Notorious, how you feel about the second option on this team? Oh, all right, I mean, all right. So look, I'm gonna just close out saying this. We listen. We not really just complaining. We really watching the game. When I went and checked the stat, we are the second to worst team at running the pick and roll outside of the Miami Heat. You understand what I'm saying? We do not run the pick and roll, and it's sad. If we're going to be a good basketball team, let's see if the good basketball teams run pick and roll. Yes. OKC, Celtics, like bro. Yes.
The Clippers, all of them. Yeah.
That's the name of the
The good
game.
teams
Pick
run
and
the pick
roll.
and roll.
That's
Yes.
the name of the
The good
game.
team. This is
You
so I just
drafted
want to
somebody that excels at running the pick and roll, but you're not letting him run the pick and roll.
They've been doing that shit. So
exactly
Ben Russell and Celtics and shit. They've been running pick and rolls.
like
Before
D'Lo,
that,
When D'Lo
running
was
shit.
here, we seen so much pick and roll with D'Lo, so much pick and roll actually. Like, why is that not the case for Yegor? I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense to me. We seen point guard, we seen Schroeder do it, we seen D'Lo do it. Like, why are y'all going away from that this season? With a actual point guard. Like I know what y'all gonna say about Diego playing the
nah,
two
but
and
what I'm
shit,
saying is I
but
think that's that European basketball. European basketball don't run pick and rolls like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the big man on the wing. So how they running pick and rolls? You feel what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta implement that basketball, man. It's important, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see
This
the pick and roll. I gotta show
but
me more of that, man. We again, I did that to show y'all we not just complaining. If we was just complaining, we would have had high pick and rolls, but we was almost dead last. That's crazy. Look, I
You
want to show
agree?
y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. I wrote hold on. I'm trying to show y'all this. Okay, it say 20%. I wrote how often is the pick and roll ran in the NBA? He said 20%. In the NBA, the pick and roll is a fundamental offensive play that is frequently utilized. According to recent data, it's reported that only 20% of plays are classified as pick and roll plays, indicating that while it is a common tactic, it is not the most used play overall. The pick and roll has been a dominant offensive strategy in the league, especially since the 1990s, and remains one of the most effective
We
ways to
don't
create
have a
scoring
dominant pick
opportunities.
and roll
Bro, you
player.
gotta play it, develop Yago into a pick and roll a point guard. You have to. Like, not doing that is not playing him at his advantage when he's 6'8" at a point guard. Otherwise, play Nolan at the point and
And we
stuff.
don't
I
have
don't
a
know why
dominant
y'all
screen
don't.
setter.
Okay. Nah, he ain't gotta be dominant if we
We
play
don't
him
have a
developing
dominant
him.
screen setter. It won't
Bro, we
work.
don't have to be dominant if you play
Nick
development. Why are we gonna
Claxton
be
Yes, we
dominant
do.
and Cam
already if we
Thomas
play
was
development?
running that. Nick Claxton and Cam Thomas was running that without him
It
being the
wasn't
quote
that
unquote.
effective.
It was effective with them too. What are you talking about?
It wasn't. It wasn't that effective. It really wasn't. The defense knew what Claxton was going to do every single time. There's no options
But
out
Yeah,
of
they
that.
still
dive
So
to
had
the
the
to.
reason
They
rim.
why
still
it
gotta
works with
respect
Joker
Cam
and
Thomas
Jamal
when the
Murray
midi
because
all
there's
going to the
multiple
basket.
options
They
out of
do.
it.
They still gotta respect Cam Thomas midi all going to the basket with Clarkson and PNR. They had to respect that.
And Claxton diving
But
to the
but but
rim
the better
was
defenses know what
Facts.
Cam Thomas is going to do and
Nah,
know what
bro, they was
Claxton is going
hooping
to
with
do.
that. I seen it with my own eyes. I see what Priest is talking about. I seen that
You've
with my
seen
own
it
eyes. He
work
was
in
hooping.
spurts.
Bruh, trust me when I tell you, bro. This team, it's not
I'm,
about them
I
as a,
refuse to
it's
trust
not
you, bro.
no.
There's
But
a
what I'm
reason
saying,
why
it's
it
not,
didn't work
bro.
at a high clip.
You missing a point, bro. It's not about the personnel and Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton. It's about any personnel. That's what Jordy don't do. He doesn't run the pick and roll, and that's that European
Because he doesn't
basketball. Let
have
bro, let
players
me
that's so
stop
effective
debating
at it,
everything I
bro.
say. Let
That's
me
why.
finish what I'm saying, bro. I don't need you to interrupt every time I say something. You wasn't even there when I came to you, bro. I came to you already. You wasn't there. Now you want to jump in and say everything like, no, just relax. Bro, what I'm trying to say is that we looked at the stat, we seen that we don't run the pick and roll. It's true. Like, bro, it's not the personnel. It's not about Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton. It's about Jordy
It's the
Fernandez.
person.
And more his offense come from the 3-point line. It's 90% 3-point line and 10% inside the 3-point line. He has to change that up. We look and seen the stat that the better teams in the NBA are running the pick and roll. OKC, IE. So that's my point. And I just put this up here is because this is Cam Thomas beating the Knicks when he was a rookie. For one, I want to say that none of the rookies ain't do this the other game. For two, I want to say that this can
The
help
only
you
thing I'm
build the
focused
paint.
on
Can,
is the
hold
Knicks
on, bro.
record
Can
in
I
this
finish?
video.
Bro, let me just mute this dude real quick, bro. And another thing, this is for net fan pain. This is for y'all, man. This is for y'all to go back to and say, yo, there were better times and there will be better days, better games. That's it.
there's a reason I didn't come in here after that game. Please don't show this. Please. There's a reason why I
you
didn't come
know,
in here.
you know what I'm saying? But we have to go
They could
forward
really put this shit
amicably,
up at the
and we
on the
have
way
to,
out. Though.
you know what I'm saying? So just remember,
Shams
y'all
just
can go back
reported
and watch
Giannis.
it. Y'all can
Giannis
watch
tells
it.
media post game he has a right calf and expects to miss 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh shit.
Listen,
Oh
all I'm
shit.
saying is
That
everybody
nigga ain't
hyped
getting
about
traded
rookies
till
that
those seasons
almost
over.
won. Everybody hyped about rookies that almost won. Cam Thomas actually beat the Knicks at the Garden. I just want to say
They was
that,
10
man.
games
Close
under
out, man.
500, Bruce.
And